Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm hustling.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue, the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama.
It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We are here to discuss the latest and breaking. We're going to be doing a previews and prediction for the Sunday card on Zuffa with Paramount Plus. We're also continuing to discuss the Keyshawn Davis and the failed negotiations, as Timothy Bradley was a guest on Inside the Ring and had some very choice words for Keyshawn Davis, labeling him the biggest duck in boxing history. So we'll play that audio, and we're going to debate whether this is the biggest duck in boxing. I don't think so. Obviously, Riddick both throwing away his belt live at a press conference in front of the opponent is, I think, on a higher level, a bigger magnitude of ducking. But I don't know. That's what we're here for, to debate Haney versus Keyshawn. Collapses. Is this the biggest duck in boxing history? Bradley says so. So let's go ahead and give you that audio from Timothy Bradley right away.
Quack, 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 straight up duck. This is the biggest, probably one of the biggest ducks in boxing history. Wow. Seriously. Now, the lead up. Think about everything that Keyshawn Davis did, bro. All the Friday skits and all of that. Where Debo at? Where Debo at? Right? Everybody's paying attention to this guy. He's like, oh, this guy really is about that smoke. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we gonna see. Yo, do you think that Haney's gonna take the fight? You remember he had the little confrontation with Bill? Yeah. You know, afterwards, like, hey, Bill, you said that you was gonna honor it, right?
So Shakur, I want him first. Let me get him first.
Yeah, let me get him first or whatever. Then it even go even further than that, right? Then they move him in position. He's at a 140-pounder. They move him up to 147. I mean, and the list goes on, bro. And he wanted this fight, right? So according to him, he wanted this fight. But those type of actions right there, man, that tells me right there.
He played devil's advocate.
He never wanted this damn fight.
Well, that's Timothy Bradley. And that is the basis of the show. You know, the boxing world, we woke up a couple of days ago to one of the saddest boxing stories all summer when we found out that Keyshawn, you know, was withdrawing from his mandatory status after being ordered by the WBO to get into negotiations with the WBO champion at the welterweight division, Devin Haney. Keyshawn appeared dead serious, like he wanted the fight. As Timothy Bradley said in the audio, you know, making videos and being active on social media, getting us hyped up. Officially, he withdrew, following the purse bid. Top Rank, they wanted this fight because we don't have a lot of instances where we can point to in history that Top Rank spent approximately $8.55 million, which Haney was entitled to 75%, and obviously Davis entitled to the 25%, which is roughly $2.14 million under the WBO rules, which Keyshawn and his team decided to go to. So petitioning for a belt, asking for the president to do you a favor, and then not being happy with the split or with the way things turned out made the WBO drop Keyshawn to number 7, which I still think is generous. But according to Michael Coppinger, we finally know now, it was rumored that he wanted $5 million net, meaning $5 million after fees, specifically manager fees, Coppinger kept saying. And that's why I tell you that 25-30% is real deal from the Princes. That being said, Coppinger on Inside the Ring, not on Inside the Ring, but on a video, said that Keyshawn wanted $5 million net after the manager fees. That's insane. He also went on record and said Keyshawn's never made over $1 million. So the decision for Keyshawn to withdraw has definitely sparked some intense debate across the boxing scene. Many people believed he was one of those guys that could be a big name in this sport. But on Inside the Ring, Timothy Bradley repeatedly called him a duck, even labeling it the biggest duck in history, or at least, should I rephrase and say, one of the biggest ducks in boxing history, right? Now, Kellerman, he argued that there's another side to this discussion, kind of like I've been looking for. The reason why. what was out there that made him do what he did? So Kellerman played devil's advocate, but Bradley's position was straightforward. If you publicly campaign for a title shot, if you make your team position you to become mandatory, if you receive the opportunity and then you walk away, fans are justified, commentators are justified in questioning your true intentions. And that's why Bradley's criticism has become a focal point. But Kellerman, he argued that maybe Davis may have simply overplayed his negotiation hand. Kellerman's stance is that Keyshawn was looking at it like, you don't got no one else to fight as big as me. So you're going to have to give me what I want. And that backfired, according to Kellerman. But we've been in this sport for so long. I thought it was about outpricing yourself. And if you outprice yourself, you know, it's a duck. A form of ducking anyway. But I guess the biggest question isn't whether Davis deserves more money someday, because he will if he does what he needs to do. It's whether turning down what would have been his biggest opportunity of his entire career, how's that hurt his reputation? And what happens now? Social media, they're on Bradley's side. Many of the fans arguing that Davis requested the opportunity, declined the opportunity, and they're just not happy. One little search on X, formerly known as Twitter, shows you that Davis is in the heat or receiving heat. But this isn't about calling Davis a duck. Keyshawn, this isn't about calling him a duck. It's about defining what ducking really means in today's business-driven era of boxing. Is pricing yourself out negotiation tactics, or does refusing to fight after demanding it deserve some criticism? Where's the fair ground here? But our second half of the show is going to shift to Dublin, Ireland, as Callum Walsh in the main event. Callum Walsh in the main event and Aaron McKenna also on that undercard. You know, bringing it back to Haney and how people don't want to give him credit for being one of the faces of boxing. But on Boxing Scene, there's an article from Aaron McKenna, and the title is, What Devin Haney Told Me When We Fought at 11 Years Old. Now, granted, that's the editor, right? The writer submitted his article. Obviously, he's the writer, so he can have a title of choice. But ultimately, the posting editor has the final say of what the title would be, any corrections that need to get made. But he chose to leave that name Haney in there, even though the fight was when they were 11 years old. But it's going over a lot of you guys' heads. That's for SEO purposes. Why? Because Devin Haney's name gets searched so much, it would be intelligent to put it in the title so that your article could pop up in a simple Google search. Just one of the many reasons people believe he is one of the faces of boxing. Inside the Ring was talking about him and invited Timothy Bradley, who gave us this wonderful content to discuss. But speaking of Aaron McKenna, using Haney's name for clout, He's going against the unbeaten Italian. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Oliha, maybe, is the last name. They'll be fighting for the vacant IBF middleweight championship. The reason this matters to us as boxing fans is because Zuffa's initial stance was that they were not dealing with the sanctioning bodies. But here we are having a young champion getting his first opportunity at what he set out to do. And Zuffa's not getting involved or interfering, should I say. Both men unbeaten. But McKenna, definitely with a stronger resume. He's got good wins over Liam and over Lima, who Boots knocked out. So that's a good fight. You know, you got Callum Walsh returning against Tyler Denny and Joe Ward, Stevie McKenna, Connor Coley, Sam Hickey, all will appear on the card. Not a big named card. Top heavy. McKenna, Walsh, that's about it. Usually Zuffa does a little bit better than this. I don't know. Maybe these are international names that we're not familiar with in the States. And maybe they're catering to where the fight is going to be in Ireland, right? But we got a couple of talking points if you guys want to chop it up. Did Keyshawn Davis damage his reputation by walking away? Remember, Timothy Bradley, not Nestor Gibbs, is labeling him one of the biggest ducks in boxing history. Is Timothy Bradley justified calling it one of the biggest ducks in boxing history? Was this smart negotiations or a fucked up miscalculation by him and his team? And who the hell should Devin Haney fight next now? He did post on his story that he's in negotiations with Liam Pato, so that's an indication that those negotiations are going well. But who should he fight next? And this god darn O in boxing, does protecting that O, is that what's hurting the sport? Because people are afraid. Like, look, you wanted $5 million clean after taxes, after fucking manager fees to fight Devin. That's like retirement money. You know, for a smart guy, you could take $5 million and die with it. You could live within your means versus above. Does protecting that O hurt this sport? Can Aaron McKenna become Ireland's next world champion, next big face? Obviously, he got Callum in front of him and McGregor's still there. But how big can Aaron McKenna be? And for my hardcores, which of these undercards on the Dublin card deserves a little bit more attention that we need to be putting each other on here? And while I get to this first call, I'm going to go ahead and make a poll and keep it really simple. Is Keyshawn Davis ducking Devin Haney? We want your thoughts. We want to know what you think. Bradley labeling it the biggest duck in boxing history, or one of, and it's better for us to clarify that he said one of instead of keep continuing to make the mistake that it's the biggest, because again, for me, I'm not a historian, but I lived through the Bow, and that was weird. Obviously, back then, I didn't know what the hell was going on, just watching him throw it in the trash. But growing up and reading, doing the research, I'm like, okay. But that was over money, too. And much like in life, they say it's always over a woman. In boxing, it's always over money. That's why it's kind of hard to say, yes, ducking, no ducking, but I get Bradley's stance. You can't go out here talking that big, that bold, and then pull out. So I do understand that. Because Keyshawn, he was going above and beyond with the promoting, with the videos, with the Debo house and the brick and this and that, and I'm going to fuck up your son and, you know.
Quack, 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 straight up duck. This is the biggest, probably one of the biggest ducks in boxing history.
Wow.
Seriously. Now, the lead up. Think about everything that Keyshawn Davis did, bro. All the Friday skits and all of that. Where Debo at? Where Debo at? Right? Everybody's paying attention to this guy. He's like, oh, this guy really, he's about that smoke. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we gonna see. Yo, do you think that Haney's gonna take the fight? You remember he had the little confrontation with Bill?
Yeah.
You know, afterwards, like, hey, Bill, you said that you was gonna honor it, right?
So Shakur, I want him first. Let me get him first.
Yeah, let me get him first or whatever. Then it even go even further than that, right? Then they move him in position. He's at a 140-pounder. They move him up to 147. I mean, and the list goes on, bro. And he wanted this fight, right? So according to him, he wanted this fight. But those type of actions right there, man, that tells me right there.
Let me play devil's advocate.
He never wanted this damn fight.
So this is what we're talking about, as well as this weekend's fight on Sunday, Zuffa. Phone lines are open. Discord available. Beautiful Thursday here in Florida. FYI. Cliff in Connecticut. What is up?
Yo, man, Keyshawn got to get taken down the timeline. We got to dissect this kid real quick. Y'all remember his interview years ago where he was like, I called out Devin, but I knew I wasn't really, ready for the fight, but, I'm not stupid. Do you remember that interview?
Of course.
Yeah, this is crazy work. And then you see someone like Keyshawn get into a confrontation with Richard Hitchens. And Richard was sunning him. You could tell whatever Richard was saying, there was some truth in it based off Keyshawn's body language and him not really, pushing back on it. And that's just crazy to watch him behave that way. And then you see him, with Abdullah, and he's just bullying the shit out of this kid that doesn't even want the smoke. Here, not that Abdullah's a bitch or nothing, but he's not really gonna go back and forth with you. Keyshawn is a bully. He's a prototypical bully that he definitely suns and gets away with the shit he can get away with the people he could get away with it against. And we get to see that, yo. And I don't really like that. Even with Teofimo and Teofimo's father, he was yelling, I think, after one of his fights, Teo, you and your father both know how I get down. But when there's somebody that threatens him, I think that he knows deep down inside, this person is liable. That whole shit is different. Even with Andy Cruz, this dude running around saying you his son. And he's your daddy the energy's just different.
Right, he's still calling him his son even after he lost himself. He did a whole little skit about why his son didn't want to take the fight. That shit was crazy. I mean, he got to handle that shit. But it's almost impossible at this point because he went down and this one went up. It's over. He just going to have to live with that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good, Ness. He can't go and fight everybody, but we check in with his demeanor and the way he reacts to certain people. That shit shouldn't change. You can't go fight everybody.
No. I wasn't trying to not agree with you. When I said it's over, I'm just saying it's over for him because Andy went down and he went up. So the whole Andy thing is going to be super duper hard to ever get right at this point.
Yeah, it's a big gap between them. It's a bigger gap between them than Devin and Shakur. So yeah, that will be real hard to get to. But as far as the biggest duck, y'all gotta remember, I'm only 5 years old in the sport. So for me, yeah, this is the biggest duck. that I seen based off of how he went about it. I don't know what you think. Is it the biggest duck for you or not? But in my little 5-year
because I
career,
got
it is.
For me, I got the Riddick Bowe in my era.
I seen that, but what made that so bad? I thought Bo just didn't want to fight. Was it Holyfield or Lennox Lewis? Like,
Lennox.
What made it so bad?
I mean,
why was that worse than this?
Because they was like Keyshawn and Devin ain't the 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure, I'm not no historian because maybe Mike was around back then, but I don't even think it mattered. Lennox was still the most dominant heavyweight, I think. So I think they was 1 and 2, bro.
You don't think the fact that Keyshawn faked like he wanted to fight made it worse? Like Bo just ran. Like I don't remember hearing.
Yeah, but I think Bo's situation is different. Because like you said, you seen it. See, no one's ever gonna see Keyshawn's situation. So that one is historical because he did it in front of the world. He threw the belt in the trash, and it was the WBC belt. So we're gonna remember that forever. Keyshawn might be like, to you, Keyshawn might be worse, but he don't got video footage outside of the calling out, right? The Debo, the brick, and all that shit. But he don't got like literally in his face and says, you know what, I ain't fighting you, and throw the belt in the trash and walk away, and everybody's taking pictures, and it's all like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nothing's gonna top that. I don't think nothing's gonna top that.
All right, that's my call, man. Keyshawn's a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. You know, that's one of the talking points. He's, you know, he opened the door for criticism. He opened the door for criticism, and it's unfortunate because, you know, I keep bringing it up. Even Tank had an eye on him. Even Tank was potentially going to give him an opportunity. But Timothy Bradley watches this show. If anybody watched Inside the Ring, he used my roller coaster analogy that I do on Tio, the hand gesture and everything. Used it for Keyshawn, which is true. He's up and down. He's up and down. He doesn't have just an upward trajectory. It's like Tio. He's up, he's down. He was up, he smoked the pot, got a no contest, went down. Right? Then he beats Pedraza, he's going up. Has the issue with missing weight, goes down. You know, there's just numerous issues you can go in there. The Albright situation with his brother in the back. You know, every time he goes up, he goes down. Like, look, he went up with the Jermaine Ortiz win and knockout, and then the Albright performance was like, So he's kind of, let's say he got the win, so he didn't even go down. Let's say the trajectory was going up, and now it went straight, right? It didn't drop down. It's going straight. Not up, but straight after the Albright, because it's like no harm, no foul. You got the win, so we're not gonna, you ain't going down, but you ain't also going up because we didn't want that shit. You already beat him. So then, instead of going up, or rather he was going up with all the call-outs, right? Now it's all chasing Devin, and everybody's on his dick because they hate Devin. So it's like he's going up. And then you pull out the fight and you go down. It's just a constant roller coaster. So up and down. His career is like a graph, and is up and down, or like a heartbeat, a monitored heartbeat at the hospital, bro. You know? Punch Talk Boxing, what up? Yeah, I mean, his downs aren't getting beat in the ring, but he hasn't fought a Shakur. See, this is what I be saying. Like, I gotta let you have freedom of speech, but like you deserve to be timed out because Tio took the toughest challenge in boxing. You laugh at him. Keyshawn didn't fight, and you're siding with him. It's weird, bro. You guys are fucking weird. I don't know who said it the other day, but who raised you fuckers? Fuckers got no home training, bro. No home training.
Nah, I think it was last week. Brandon mentioned these motherfuckers growing up without no fathers in their life, bro.
That's
They
what it
soft,
is, bro. But even that, my dad wasn't the best. So like, where was your fucking mother? She's no good either. She didn't teach you how to do nothing either. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, they needed a mama like Bud, bro. Come whoop my son's ass for $5. You feel me?
For real. At least his mom showed him shit by doing it. He appreciated that. He still talks about that in interviews. It's not traditional love, but it worked for him.
Yeah, no, but Tim Bradley listening, bro. Everybody listen to this podcast, bro. This is the best podcast out there.
Appreciate you.
Everybody's tuning in, bro. Yeah, keep exposing this sucker, bro. Keyshawn, you gonna do all that talking, all on the videos, all on record, running your mouth. Come to death row and get your ass whooped. Straight up, bro. Keep exposing him. Everyone keep calling him a duck because that's what he is. Tim Bradley ain't lying, bro. He a duck. You can't be running your mouth like that, doing all that shit for nothing, bro. And you don't even. And on top of that, bro, I mean, shit, biggest purse of his life. In his career, what do you expect, bro? You're not gonna get a $5 million and up payday. You haven't done shit. What, he got 15 fights? Bullshit, bro. Come on, bro. Devin Haney been through the. You feel me? He been all in the trenches, bro. Went to Mexico, undisputed.
That shit got me. Come on, bro. That's the biggest thing to me though. Like the fact that he wanted $5 million clean. He ain't even want $5 million and then let the expenses get took. He wanted it clean, take home, net. Coppinger reporting net. So homie wanted like a $10 million payday, yo. He wanted to bring home 5, pay fucking Prince 25 to 30%, give Top Rank they 20%. Bro, that's wow.
Some of these American boxers is tripping, bro. They're getting too spoiled, bro. That's what it is.
That's what Dana got right. Let me tell you, I don't get involved in the UFC because I don't do enough research. But little clips I see because the algorithm is the algorithm. He went and got foreign employees, right? No different than every other corporation, right? Like Apple produces in China. Motherfuckers got calling centers in Singapore and shit like that so they could pay people $1 an hour. So it's no different here, bro. Like, Dana did the same thing. He's like, okay, you think you Conor McGregor? Well, fuck off. I'm going to go get this Brazilian that's been making fucking no money. I'm going to get this Indian that's been making rupees. Give him a couple rupees, and all of a sudden he's happy. And he's kicking ass for me. And now all the big names are crying. Oh, they don't want to pay. But the UFC is thriving with the foreigners like my dad and my mother that came to this country and made it out of nothing. Didn't fucking complain like you grown men fucking babies. Got a million opportunities in America and you motherfuckers just cry and fucking cry and then cry some fucking more. Take those tears and fucking rub them on your chest because don't nobody give a fuck about your problems. You got to get yourself out that shit. These dudes is just babies, bro. They babies, bro. So that's what he's doing, and that's what boxing need. We need a reset. We got dudes thinking they worth $5 million net. Bring in some foreigners, some more Navarretes. You ever heard Navarrete fucking arguing about money? You ever heard De Los Santos arguing about money? Bring in some more Dominicans that one fucking American dollar is 68. 68 pesos in my country. These fuckers don't know shit. Bruh, cut these motherfuckers off. Self-entitled get them out of here. There's plenty of people that want to work, bro. Plenty of people that want to work. This is his motherfucking job. You don't want to work, don't work. Coppinger made the best analogy. It don't matter if he get 10 million his next fight. He's a boxer. You only get to work but so much in 1 year. You fucked up a payday. That's just the bottom line. You ain't going to get one check this year because you fucked up. It don't matter if you make double next year. This year, you ain't make what you supposed to make. And if he would have beat Devin this year, next year would have been fucking double. You'd have got triple or fucking quadruple because you the man now. A la Floyd, taking 30%. A la Devin, taking 28%. Motherfuckers don't want opportunities, bro. They want handouts.
Yeah, they do, bro. Just like Virgil's dumbass, too, expecting so much money, bro. Put in some work first. I mean,
you know what?
Mayweather.
That one is, see, that information ain't really out there. The contract is out there from the lawsuit, so that's where the 12.5 comes from. But it's hard to understand, did he really want $12,500,000 to fight Boots? Because if he did, then he's the biggest duck, not Keyshawn. Because $12 million, you ain't never even been at least Keyshawn was a champion that didn't defend his belt. You ain't never even been a champion asking for $12 million to fight a dude that never been on pay-per-view. So that's clearly ducking. $12 million is out of this world, insane heavyweight money. That's heavyweight money. Like, you ain't Bud, you ain't Earl. How you asking for $12 million guaranteed? Think about the people that make $12 million guarantee in boxing in general. Devin just got there. Canelo been there. Fucking heavyweights, Joshua, Klitschko, Usyk. You know, and it's only a handful. Wardley ain't making no $12 million a fight. And I highly doubt Dubois made $12 million. Maybe when that $40 million purse bid, I don't know the math of what his 25% would have been, but bro, these dudes are out of control. They need an MLS. I always go to real estate because that's what I know about. They need an MLS, bro. So they can see, like, you know, with the MLS, you get to see all the market. You get to see everybody's cost of the house. They need to see everybody's pay grade. Because it's like, what made you think you were $5 million? How'd you just jump that high? Based off what? So maybe if he had a guideline like, okay, Shakur's making this and Devin making this, I know I belong up there, but damn, they do got 3, 4, 5 divisions of P. All right, well, maybe I should come in. Because, like, yo, what type of fucking assessment did he do? You know, when you list the car for, you don't just say, I want 100,000 if the motherfucker's not worth 100,000, because you could sell your car. Ain't nobody gonna come buy it if it's overpriced. So I just don't understand, you know, and then with all these capable people in his team, how did we even get here? You telling me James Prince was able to buy out Floyd Mayweather's contract from Bob Arum, but we're here? You telling me your nickname is the businessman, and you had your first 5 fights managing yourself with your mother. You bounced around from network to network, promoted. You fought on PBC, on Top Rank, on DAZN, without James Prince. Where's that businessman at? Because this one done fucked up. This one done fucked up. The other businessman was out here parading himself, flaunting himself to every promoter, getting every promoter to pay for his fights and his brother's fights. He was boss. He was boss. Y'all forgetting he wasn't always with Top Rank. He went around and fought on everybody's network with everybody's promotion. He was a boss. Then he got caught up. And went to Top Rank and did a long-term deal. And I don't know. He got out the driver's seat clearly. Or maybe he wasn't driving. I know when we used to interview him, he said his mom was his manager. Maybe something happened between him and his mom, and he stopped letting her be in charge.
Yeah, but Keyshawn, bro, he had keep exposing them. And shout out to all those new callers we had yesterday, bro. I noticed we had a bunch of new callers that ain't tapped in a minute, bro. Shout out to them, man. Keep calling in, baby. Happy Thursday.
Let's go. Speaking of new callers, I'm going to crack open this Zoom so that we can get some more of those on the landlines. It's going to take a second, though. You know, I got to make sure I put all the special settings for my fucking psycho stalker that always tries to do prank Zoom calls with fucking pornography to get me flagged because he's not a friend. He's someone trying to get me destroyed. But phone lines are open if you're looking to call in. You want to talk some book sale? We are talking Callum Walsh. He is fighting, y'all. Don't forget he fighting. He fighting too. Quest the motherfucking best. What up?
Yo.
What up?
What's good? Salute. Shout out Ness. Another day, another dollar, man. Dang, we keep talking about this dude Keyshawn, bro. Like, I want to power the shit on him while the duck is still, in people's head right now. I want to power the shit on him, but like, damn, you gotta talk about Atama, bro. I fuck with Atama. I'm always Atama. I think he could be like a great. I know it's kind of our subject, but I want to talk about Moses Atama. I just watched his that interview he had yesterday. Well, like it was like a little face-off they had when him and Herkovich. Man, bro, Moses Atama, how he moving, how he's like portraying himself, like how he's like his image. It's like it's a good look, bro. Like for like if you want to like follow a boxer and like model yourself after a boxer, just look at Moses Atama, bro. Like. Fuck all that talking, all that. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna beat this dude. I'm gonna knock him out, or with a brick at. I'm gonna go make my Instagram reels, and he's out here calm, collective. Got that silent, dead look on his. Like he just look like a killer. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really the motherfuckers that talk the most. You kind of see they full of shit now. It's getting a little. The more you talk, the more shit you pull out. So. For this Ness, how do you feel about post fight? In the ring call outs. You think they should ban those? You think they should be like, just ask questions and like if you break up a fighter during the post fight, you should get like fined or some shit if you don't fight them? Because bro, we getting more of these post fight, call outs with guys are just like getting so confident they knock a dude out and then like they be like, oh, I want to fight this dude next, and then 2 days later, they get to thinking and get to marinate and like, oh, maybe I was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you see that more, bro. Like Hitchens to call out Devin Haney again after his fight. Tiger Johnson called out Devin Haney. Keyshawn Davis. Like after their fight, they get a good performance and the confidence up. Like once you beat a nigga ass, you gonna be like, oh, I want everybody. I want him. You know what I'm saying? So I think these post fight guys after they win. They gotta give them like 2 seconds to get the fuck out the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, these dudes are like just talking, and then once they get to the rooms and then get to the table, it's like, oh shit, maybe that stuff I was saying won't really a good idea, Because it's looking bad out here, bro. Like these dudes. But I'm gonna get to the topic, bro. The biggest duck to me in recent history has to be Keyshawn Davis. Like for him to do all that talking, and I think. Internet is clouding people's judgment on how they look at themselves as far as like thinking they're a star. Cause look at this Ness. You got these dudes becoming streamers, right? Ryan Garcia. I think he's the only one that mastered that streaming world for like you can get fans from being a boxer. Keyshawn did it for a little minute, but he's not really streaming no more. I just realized like his last stream was like way before the mandate was like when the mandatory happened. I think his last stream was when he was talking that shit like, oh, what's gonna happen when I knock out Devin Haney? I'm gonna be the face of boxing then. He hasn't did a stream since. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, put up a stream. Like we got this stuff happen with the duck. Open up a stream. Talk to your fans. Explain what happened. He's just posting these subliminals and these like little key pieces, all these little like NBA young boy posts. Like, bro, come out and let us know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? We got his idiot coach telling us bullshit, trying to justify it. Whoever hear you justify it, I don't know, man. I think streaming, he beat up Blueface, he beat up Dina Great. Now he think he's like a big star now. Just because you do a stream, you're not a star. Lamar Roach, you're not a star just because you did a stream. You know what I'm saying? It's just the internet, is giving these guys false judgment on their stardom, man. So I think that's what it is. I think these guys are rather be bashed online and for ducking to being bashed for losing. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd rather be bashed for running away and ducking than being bashed for getting KO'd or getting outboxed. You know, I think Keyshawn got in his head like, would I rather be called a duck or would I rather lose to Devin Haney? You know what I'm saying? Get outboxed and then people say I'm not who I am. You know, but it's kind of confusing, man. I don't know. I'm kind of yapping right now, man. Salute, shout out TBV. No, this is a big duck, man. This is sad for Virginia, sad for everybody, bro. Man, bro, I can't. This is shit craziness, man. This is a fight I wanted, bro. You think what's the chance of this fight still happening to you? Like, if you had to put a 1 to 10, what's the chance of this fight being next, in your opinion, after all this?
Nah, it ain't next.
You don't think so, man? You think Devin should leave Keyshawn alone for good, man? After this, like, I seen him cross him off the list.
Oh, they crossed him off,
bro. He crossed Shakur and Keyshawn off the list, bro.
Oh shit!
You gonna have to make a whole new list, man. Yeah, man. It's over with. You know, I think he counting them as W's. I think he tried it. I think he's like, fuck it. If they don't want to fight, they're off the list. So, you know, he costs out two birds with one stone with that, man. Damn, man. I think the Shakur fight still got some hope though, man. Maybe in the future, but Keyshawn, he ruined his career. He got to call out Shakur to get the eyes back of the public, man. But salute to TBV. That's my call.
All right. Al in the Bay. While we wait for Al to connect, be generous. Hit that free thumbs up. Share the show. Help us grow. Al in the Bay.
Yo, what's up, Bay Area?
What up?
Man, the biggest duck, I get, why people say Keyshawn's the biggest duck, but to me, the biggest duck is King Duck, and that's one, Gervonta Tank Davis. Now that was a huge duck. He was on people podcasts talking about he can knock out everybody. You can keep the belts. I knock you off for free. This mystery list that he had that he was about to fight. He didn't duck just one person. He ducked like 5 people. Well, let's say about 3 or 4 people. And he's still King Duck. Well, he's technically retired now, but he went through about a generation and a half just ducking the smoke of all top competition. And supposedly top competition that he did fight, which was Ryan Garcia. He wasn't going to fight Ryan Garcia until he snatched his chain, and Ryan Garcia went online and started crying about his chain got snatched. That's King Duck right there. That's the biggest duck I ever seen. But this definitely a close second. Keyshawn definitely a close second. Shakur is a good third of a duck. And Bivol, I'll say, rounded off the top 4 of duck of all times for me. But like I said, I just now got back on boxing. So years prior, I can't really say too much about those, but those are major ducks in my eyes. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's going to hurt some people's feelings because some people are Tank fans or Tank fanatics or whatever you want to.
You already hurt RX Goon feelings. He mad as hell at you. He's saying you don't know nothing what you talking about, but he know exactly what you talking about. His feelings hurt. You hurt his feelings.
Some people feelings gonna be hurt. But if you watch those interviews and he's talking about, he'll knock out all of them.
They all on the list. He on the list.
They all
He on the list. He on the list.
This mystery list that everybody's on, but he didn't fight not one person. He didn't. It's even worse. He didn't even attempt to fight not one of them on the list. He didn't even try to make it seem like he was about to fight him. He was just saying, "Oh, I knock him out." Or then where the contract at? Oh, don't worry about it. I ain't fighting him. Like, yeah, that's King Duck right there. So, but yeah, that's my call. That's who I believe is King Duck.
All right. Jordan.
Yo.
What up?
What's good, bro?
Morning.
Morning. What we talking about? The biggest ducks in history or what?
Bradley calling Keyshawn one of the biggest ducks in history, or calling it one of the biggest ducks in history. Plus, we're talking about the Callum Walsh main event. Stevie McKenna also fighting for a world title on Zuffa on Sunday.
Let's talk about the column shit after this, but bro, the Canelo Benavidez is a bigger duck, or fucking 1996, bro. Mike Tyson duck, fucking who was it? Who was the champion, bro? Lennox, right? He paid this nigga $4 million to not fight the fucking mandatory. Then he fought Evander and lost, bro. That's a duck. But the Canelo duck is the biggest duck, bro. When he ducked fucking Benavidez, bro. Way bigger duck. Or even Loma when he ducked Devin Haney, made a fucking franchise belt. But the column shit, bro, is that the same fighter who fought Vargas, like the Dynasty son? That's him, right? Bro, that nigga's boring, bro. That shit was a fucking snooze fest. He's a champion?
Nah.
Hold on, let me get off the treadmill, bro. Can't fucking talk. Nah, but bro, who is he gonna fight? You said he's fighting for a belt?
Nah, Callum ain't fighting for no belt.
What is he, a 47-pounder or
60.
a 40-pounder? Oh, he's a 60-pounder? Fuck, bro. He's trash. Yeah, it's clip. Nah, it was good with Keyshawn, though, bro. Who is he gonna fight next? No, we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, right now he's MIA, bro. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's next. All we know is that they're reporting that Top Rank doesn't have to offer him another fight until May of 2027.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They shouldn't offer this nigga a fight. This nigga's playing with people's times and shit, bro. Like, they should be petty back and not just let his ass fucking sit and fucking reflect.
Word.
Yo, bro, is the Shakur and Devin shit off the table too?
Yeah.
Like 100%?
According to Shakur, yeah.
That nigga's bro. This nigga Shakur, bro. Who is he gonna fight now?
I don't know. It's rumored Rayo.
Why do you want to watch that shit, bro? I'll fuck with Rayo too, cause Rayo fight killers, bro. But that doesn't do nothing for Shakur's career, bro. You know, at least the bottle shit. At least he's a champion, bro. Devin can unify with him, but that shit, yeah, that's bad. Fight fucking Russell, bro. I want Russell to put pause on Shakur.
I'm gonna be real, man. It look like Russell don't want Shakur, man.
Nah, he's been all nice with him, right? Trying to be all like friends. Yo, yeah. What's up with that, bro?
No. I mean, Shakur did say I think they sparred, so maybe they know. I don't know.
I saw a clip of them sparring, bro. It's a little like 30-second clip of them sparring. It was a little even a little sparring. Yeah, bro. Shit, what else? Oh, what about Boots, bro?
What about him? He looked like he's training for Kelly.
Sandor?
Huh?
Oh, he's gonna fight Kelly, bro.
That's kind of what's being rumored, but that's later on this year. We got to see if Kelly ain't gonna put a fast one in, request an extension because he's injured. He did get cut.
That's
I believe.
Eddie Hearn boy, right?
Say what? Yeah, Eddie Hearn fighter. Yup, Matchroom.
But that's an easy fight to make. Then it's an easy ass fight.
I don't know. I think it's Adam Booth is his manager trainer. He's been in this business for a minute. He's a good manager.
Yo, before I go, yo, bro, everybody, y'all heard about CYP, bro? I talked to CYP, bro. Now I talked to this nigga this morning. He was like, yo, Jordan, I heard what you said last night. I'm like, yo, bro, like, even though I don't fucking like you, right, you should come back. He was like, nah, bro, like, it's not worth it. And I'm like, I bet, fuck you too. And he ain't text back.
All right.
Yeah, that's my call, bro. Have a good day.
Yeah, man, he chose sanity. He chose peace, you know. I feel like it was almost mutual because he was saying that was going to be his last year, you know. You guys would attack him a lot. You know, he would always say that you guys were trying to take down his businesses and things like that. So he chose peace. And it's just more peaceful, you know. Tito La Voz.
Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Not gonna lie, man, I miss CYP, man. That energy was necessary here, man. He just needed to not listen to the thummies and the weirdos, you know. But yeah, man, this subject took a little bit of a turn, right? We was talking about Keyshawn ducking and Tim Bradley, and now we talking about, you know, Tink and Mike Tyson and shit like that, man, and Canelo, you know. Is Keyshawn one of the biggest ducks in history? I don't think so. I think you know, I think Buddy from Baltimore is a bigger duck. You know, he ducked all the smoke at 35. You know, and old boy that his feelings are hurt. Don't be mad at Al in the Bay. Be mad at your buddy, at your little manicured buddy there. Like, he don't want breaking your heart. And take it from a former fan. Like, I rooted for him heavy, man. You know, but he moved like a weirdo, you know, so I ain't fucking with Scrooge McDuck. And yeah, Canelo did duck Benavidez. I think maybe that was a bigger duck because he more an elite dude than Keyshawn. Keyshawn basically put his foot in his mouth, you know, whether he was listening to some bullshit that Shakur was feeding him, or he let someone else get in his head, or he thought he can do it on his own. Like, you know, Ness, you bring up a good point about his mom being his manager, right? And how did that fall apart, right? How did that run end? And, you know, sometimes dudes feel like they can do it on their own, and, you know, somebody make a decision for you that you don't like, and then you fire them. Like, it's you know, people.
Yeah, again, I don't know if he fired her. I just said that in the beginning, his mom was his manager, and they did well. I think as a guy that can navigate 3 separate networks, 3 separate promoters, and not have to take a contract, you know, that showed negotiation skill, because he was a sought out after talent, and now you're going to Showtime. You're like, I want to fight for you, but not permanently. Let me just test it out. And you get 2 fights there, then you go to Matchroom, 2 fights there, and then you go to Top Rank, 2 fights there, and then you're like, I'm going to stay here. I don't know if it was his mother. I know when we used to interview him back then, that's who he used to claim his manager was his mother, and that's who I'll give credit to.
Yeah, and I don't want to make it seem like you said that he fired her, right? But you can kind of surmise how people move by kind of how the way things go a little bit, man. And it seemed like, you know, either they separated way, either she walked away because maybe he wouldn't listen to her, or he was like, Ma, I can do this on my own. You know, and it feels like he needs to be surrounded by yes men. He got to a point where he thought maybe that, you know, fuck it, I can do it on my own. Like,
yeah, but keep in mind that
through life off pure confidence. Like, Not a good look.
Keep in mind that that's your interpretation, right? Like there could be a more optimistic interpretation, which is him and his mom did it. They was able to navigate. They made history as a female manager, getting her son on multiple platforms, getting him to deal with Top Rank, and then she stepped down to let a more experienced James Prince take over. You know, you thinking of it negatively. What if that was the scenario?
Well, that's a definite possibility. I could be wrong, but look at what he's doing.
Yeah, but what he's doing, but you confusing the two things, bro. What a fighter does and what a manager does is two different things. The manager can only do you. He can't physically take Keyshawn's hand and make him do things, bro. It's like that saying, you can only lead the horse to the water. If he don't want to fucking drink, he's gonna drown. I mean, he's gonna fucking, die of thirst. That's his own fault. You took him to the river.
Yeah, I get that, but that's how I'm interpreting it. A guy with no business sense is trying to call the shots, and then now in this situation, he done put his whole foot in his mouth and fuck the bag up. You know what I mean? Whether he ever intended to fight Haney is irrelevant now, because the fact of the matter is he done pulled himself out of contention. Like, he pulled out of that fight off of some tantrum or some shit. Like, I don't think Jay Prince told him to do that. I don't know. We'll never know, right? Fact of the matter is, I think he's not a savvy businessman. He's brimming with confidence and not knowledge. You know what I mean? And but anyways, like I said, I never wanted to make it sound like you said that he fired his mom. But I'm saying I'm interpreting it that way. Like, they parted ways because, Jay Prince stepped in, and maybe he allowed Jay Prince to step in because he didn't like what his mom was talking about. But anyways, over to Callum Walsh, man. So that's Saturday, right?
No, isn't that Sunday, like always?
Is it? Is it a Zuffer? Is it a Zuffer bout?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize. Ness, I'm sorry. The promotion for the Zuffer shit is like weird. It's like nowhere.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything? Besides
No. We're just boxing fans, so we know it's Sunday, and I always check the schedule daily. But no, you're right. They're not getting. I'm not receiving their promotion to their fights. I don't be knowing. I gotta go find out who's fighting. I don't get blessed with their news. I gotta go find it.
Yeah, no, I got an app called Boxing Schedule, and I gotta kind of look on there. But I haven't seen nothing and I don't really watch Paramount Plus unless I'm watching Zuffer.
Me too, bro. So, that's they literally got my money just for that. I don't watch nothing on there, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Anyways, that's my call. I'm gonna let some more callers step in and
saying Zuffer is Saturday this week. They saying
is it?
They saying it is Saturday. Let me see. I got the 8th. I thought the schedule said the 8th. Let me double check.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it says Dublin on the 8th. Today's the 6th. It's Thursday, Friday, 7th. Yeah, Saturday the 8th.
Saturday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Shout out to Zuffer. Whatever.
They switching it up. They entering the regular boxing Saturdays.
Uh-oh. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Battle.
That's Stradamus.
But that's all good. It's all good. Listen, competition is healthy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying competition is healthy in any business.
Yeah, man.
But
exactly. So
I think you want to delay.
All right, now, peace. Oh, I'm in a bad spot.
Yeah, I can tell, bro. You answering shit 15 seconds later. God damn, just rolled up this. What the fuck is this? See, this is why Hardin is really the truth. Caddy Rainbows Premium Popcorn. Lord, that shit tastes like some Fruity Pebbles. Taste the rainbow. Bo Rogers, damn, this is really good. Wow.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good? Yeah. I think I was saying it. You said something the other day that made a lot of sense in this, and this is what I wanted to, just put out there to people. You said when people trying to get your business right, you tell them your best
Bo,
offer.
hold on. Cause I mean, you keep calling in, I keep hanging up on you. I keep playing new information, you keep not changing your stance.
Oh no, I was just telling you.
No, I know. You're gonna get the chance to say all that shit you want to say. I'm just asking you. Are you ready to live in the real world, or are you still gonna be acting like an idiot? Cause yesterday you was acting like an idiot talking about this the fight Devin really wanted. He was just bullshitting with them other guys, but he really always wanted Pato. So he getting what he wanted. Cause you make me sick, really.
Yeah,
and the fact that you don't ever realize when you wrong and come back and be like, yo, I was wrong, that bothers me even more.
Really what it takes is for time.
So now that Timothy Bradley, who has made $5 million to fight Manny Pacquiao, now that Coppinger revealed that Keyshawn wanted $5 million net, do you know the difference between net and gross?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm listening to you.
No. I'm asking, do you know the difference between net and gross?
Don't play me, man. Come on.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you know that $5 million net is a lot more than $5 million gross. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm just making sure that you're ready to admit that this is Keyshawn's fault. Because yesterday you like, well, Devin really always wanted to fight Pato, so he getting what he want. And I'm not going to give you a space to do that no more unless you are prepared when you do that to be a man and be like, damn, I was wrong. Because Bradley, he's a multiple division champ. He's made multiple $5 million paydays. He went on record and said, I turned down 1.5 to fight Khan because I had the $5 million Pacquiao fight. He's calling Keyshawn a duck.
All right, so I'm asking you this. Do everybody...
No, I'm asking. You're not going to answer a question with a question. We want to know what is your stance today, because yesterday you were still blaming Devin and saying that the bottle fight is what he really wanted.
Well, I done moved on from this.
No, I haven't, though. So I want your answer today.
Well,
was you wrong or not? Did Devin always want the bottle fight, or was he really trying to fight Keyshawn and Shakur? Because on this platform, you're not talking unless you manning up.
Listen, let me ask you this. I don't think
you can't ask me a question when I ask you to answer one.
I don't think.
All right, I gotta go then. I gotta go.
How you going?
Because you don't want to answer the fucking question.
I'm trying to give people my opinion.
You don't want to answer the question.
I said I don't think he wanted to fight them guys.
Who didn't want to fight who?
He walked away.
Be specific. Be specific. Who didn't want to fight who?
I don't think he wanted to fight.
Who the fuck is he?
Either one of them. I don't think he wanted to fight either one of them.
Who didn't want to fight either one? Tell me a name.
Haney didn't want to fight Keyshawn or Shakur.
Okay. Sean, what up?
Hi, Kinda. How you doing this? That's good.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I feel what you said earlier with the Riddick Bowe Lennox Lewis situation, I think that's probably one of the biggest ducks in history, because he threw the belt in the trash, and a lot of fans like Riddick Bowe was a really good fighter, and people only know him for either the fights with Riddick Bowe or the fight or him throwing his belt in the bin, and he did that because he was scared of Lennox, because the WBC made Lennox his mandatory, and he was like, no, I don't want to fight Lennox, and he had good reason to as well, because Lennox Lewis stopped him in Olympics for the gold medal match. I don't know if you knew that. So he'd already been in the ring with Lennox as an amateur, so he knew what he was up against. So a lot of people believe that was fair. Why he threw the belt in the trash. And how that relates to Keyshawn is that Keyshawn needs to be careful. He could be remembered as a doc in the sense that your career can be cut short. You know, like we think we got all the time in the world. We've seen tragedies in the sport. We've seen what happened with Corrales and the other guy, Paul Williams, as well. Like loads of things that happen where you can't box anymore. Then you don't want to be just remembered as, oh, that's the guy that ducked Devin Haney. Not saying that could happen, but you know, I think in this sport you need to take every opportunity that's presented to you. And throughout the weeks, I thought you guys were a little bit harsh on Keyshawn. I thought it was a bit emotional, but the more I think about it, I'm thinking, yeah, it's looking worse by the day. You know, it's like, because what's next? So yeah, it's definitely a massive duck. And one of your callers were talking about Mike Tyson ducking Lennox Lewis, but don't forget he was meant to fight Evander Holyfield before he went to prison. So that was a fight that the fans always wanted. So Lennox Lewis was a big fight, but Evander Holyfield came first in terms of Mike Tyson. So he needed to get that fight out of the way before he fought Lennox Lewis. And also with the managerial situation, yeah, I'm not too sure I'll pay another person 25% if my other family members are doing a good job. Because even Timothy Bradley, his wife was his manager at one stage, right?
His wife finished as his manager. She finished as his manager.
Yes.
She took over from Cameron and got him his biggest paydays.
Yeah, because I remember one of his interviews, he said, yeah, what's the point? Basically, he was saying, I'm going to keep all the money in the family, basically, if my wife can do the good job. But staying on Bradley, he's like, I understand what he's saying. He talks with a lot of passion. He's got a lot of credibility. But, you know, we had this conversation a few weeks back, and I still feel like he ducked Amir Khan, you know?
Yeah, but he just gave he gave you his reason, and that's not a duck. It's not a duck. On this audio, no, it's not. On this interview, in this Inside the Ring episode, Max Kellerman brought it up, thinking he had inside information. Talking about Cameron told me, and he was wrong. He was wrong. It was 1.5 for Amir Khan, $5 million for Pacquiao. How the fuck? You see, this the bias, because I know you're fucking. I know you're Pakistani. This the problem. You motherfuckers always gotta be biased.
I'm black. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm black, you idiot.
Stop lying.
Look at my screenshot. I'm Sean, man. I'm black, man. What are you talking about? I'm South London. Lewisham, Brockley. But
Packy,
anyway,
you Packy. Stop lying. You got the same Amir Khan accent.
Yeah, I'm from South London, man. You don't see my screen thing?
I can't. I tried to click on it. It doesn't get any bigger than the little circle it is. You gonna tell me you don't got no fucking Amir Khan in your family?
No, man. My family's from Jamaica. I'm from
Jamaica? Ain't nobody fucking hearing no Jamaican accent in there. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm born in South London.
Hey yo,
Brooklyn, you know?
Hey yo, I swear to God on my mother, I always thought you was like Pakistani. Always.
No, maybe it's the British. No, I'm South London, through and through. But yeah.
But the bottom line is you can't duck Amir Khan when you're getting offered $5 million to fight Pacquiao. He's a tougher fighter, a bigger fight, more money. It doesn't make sense. So it don't matter what nationality you is, where you come from, you're still biased. It's 5 times. There's no rebuttal. It's 5 times the amount with a fucking legendary name. There's like you're not gonna have. No, you're gonna get your time to rebuttal. I'm bullshit. I'm just saying to the world who's listening, it's impossible for you to have a logical fucking answer. It's more money for a bigger fight. Who's more dangerous? Amir Khan's mother knew he was chinny. Bradley's on Inside the Ring today saying he's chinny. It don't make sense. This is some weird shit, wasting time argument, but go ahead.
Yeah, don't forget there was 2 offers. The first time, the second one is what Bradley was talking about. But don't forget when Amir Khan beat Zab Judah, he had the IBF belt, and he wanted to unify with with Bradley, and Bradley, the Pacquiao situation hadn't materialized then, but he knew that was down the line. But he didn't want to risk his payday.
Bro,
He didn't
you
want to
can't
lose
say
to
it
Amir
didn't
Khan.
materialize when he got the fucking
No,
fight.
he didn't. No, there was 2 offers though. You got to Google search it yourself. Google your friend. You say there was 2 offers, not just one, and he refused.
Bro,
the 50-50,
he knew
unification.
he was getting the fight. He knew he was getting the fight. He said it today.
If he's really that bad, let me say something. He could have beaten Amir Khan, then fought Pacquiao.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, that's stupid. That's stupid.
Because Khan is
Oh my
Chinny.
God.
Not Khan now, then fight him. Not Khan now, then fight Pacquiao.
You're
If
from
really
fucking
that,
Pakistan.
You're really that good.
You're from Pakistan. You're fucking lying to us. Send me a picture. I don't believe you.
I'm from UK.
You just like Khan. You from Pakistan and live in the UK. I get it.
I'm from Britain. I'm not from London. I'm not even from Bolton. But yeah, whatever. I don't like.
Bro, you're insane. You're literally on audio right now saying that he should have fought Khan and not took the $5 million to fight Pacquiao because he could have still fought Pacquiao later.
No, because that,
you're crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, because
you're crazy. That's like telling Benavidez, oh, don't fight Canelo today because you can fight him later. You're fucking crazy, bro. But be crazy. You're making a show great. You're making it great.
No, but you're not doing your research. There was 2 offers. The first time he could have fought him and unified. He chose not to. He chose not to. And then he waited around a year and a half later. Then he fought Pacquiao. In the meantime, you could have fought and beat Khan because he's so play chinny, right? But he wanted to play it safe. That's all I was trying to say. But it's not.
Yeah, they saying Asian Jamaican. Hell no, you mean Pakistani Jamaican. I'll give him that. He's still Amir Khan. I hear it. Ain't no fucking way. I can't wait to meet you. I knew it.
I'm from Broccoli, man. South London, Lewisham.
Bullshit.
Anyway,
where the fuck is where's my man at, yo? What is it? Thumbs. Timboski, call in, man. I know you hear it in his voice, Timboski. And Akeem, you also Jamaican. This nigga trying to claim Jamaica, man. Get this motherfucker out of here. Pack him up.
No, my parents are from Jamaica, but I was born here in Lewisham, Greenwich Hospital.
They sent me a picture. You do look black. You do look black. But I don't. You got some Khan in you, bro. There's no fucking way. There's no way. That voice is crazy. That's crazy.
Whatever, man.
Am I the only one? Tell me in the chat. Do he sound like?
No.
Am I tripping?
You're crazy. Yeah, you're tripping. You're tripping.
He said, bro, he from South London, Tavon Burn. Tavon, you not from the UK?
Yeah. Exactly. Shout out to Tavon. He knows it himself. But anyway, look out for Aaron McKenna. He's from Ireland, so he's not going to be one of our actual champions. But,
they said no bad man detected. That was great. Who said that shit? Who said that shit?
And they killed some bullshit today, man. I'm gonna go, man.
They said I'm bugging. I don't know. I got. Somebody send me a clip of Khan. We gonna play a clip of Khan. We can't go to another caller without playing a clip of Amir Khan. Fuck this shit. No. We gonna find a clip right now. Hopefully Twitter can help us with that. I cannot believe. I thought for sure he was going to admit it.
Apologize, you know what I mean? Because I didn't mean to call Caitlin Bruce. That was an accident. Okay.
Come on, bruh. Am I tripping or what? Richo, how far off are we? Yo. How far off are we? Does he sound like Amir or what?
You know, because the reason I called it...
that nigga black, bro. You want to see his Twitter page?
Bruh. That's an avatar. Vega got a fucking Sega avatar. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh.
I'm talking about his Twitter. Look at his photo. That nigga is like, he's black.
Yeah, that's still an avatar. Still an avatar. We don't know if that's his actual photo.
Oh shit! You sound black to me, man. You tripping, man?
For real?
You tripping? You sound black, bro. You sound like one of them Lennox Lewis type dudes, like,
bro.
You know?
Nah,
don't sound like no
Lennox
Indian.
Jamaican. You tripping, bro. He don't got Akeem, call in, man. This is some bullshit. How y'all gonna give that man a Jamaican pass? I've been to
Bro,
Jamaica
that
more
nigga,
than him, bro. Get out of here.
you talking about more than him. You funny as shit, man. Hey, yo, man. Hey, is this the biggest duck in history? Absolutely. You know why? Because we need context in this shit, man.
I don't know, man.
The
People
nigga,
brought up some good one, bro. That Benavidez Canelo, that's a duck.
you know why that's not a duck for me? Because it never went to purse bid. It never went to, there was no agreement.
There's no money. You
Canelo
right.
didn't want
You
the fuck.
right.
There was no money involved. We need the context. Like, bro, Haney was game, bro. He said Keyshawn, they was going back and forth. Canelo showed no interest off the rip to wanting to fight him. And the WBC didn't mandate it. There was no purse. It was no, I mean, like, we gotta, that context matters. So, yes, this is the biggest duck in history because Keyshawn was begging and pleading for this fight. And when the fight got made, you had 48 hours to accept and you ducked in 32 hours. Nigga didn't even let the 48 hours go. The nigga ducked in 32. Now you believe that shit? This is the biggest disgrace in boxing, bro. Anybody else says otherwise, they on some bullshit. And that's why Bradley says it, bro, because you was calling for this fight. You was on Instagram saying, Debo, Debo. Debo came knocking and you ran. Hopped out the seat, nigga, hopped out the car, the moving car. So, yeah, man, this the biggest duck and it's fucking embarrassing. Feel me? I don't know how Keyshawn, only way Keyshawn gets back in my good graces, if he fights Brian Norman Jr. and knocks his ass out. Or if he knocks out Tiger Johnson or one of them dudes. Other than that, you a duck and you a clown, nigga. Your career is most likely, you got a shit stain on your career. You ain't never gonna, if you, bro, Ness, go on his Instagram comments. His newest photo, bro, they shit. It's 1,000 comments and everybody just shitting on this nigga. Like, bruh, you went mainstream with this duck. I never seen a nigga go mainstream for ducking, bro. This shit is crazy. But yeah, that's my take, man. Biggest duck in history. Everybody just call it what it is, man. That's my call, man. Shout out to you, Ness. TBV for life.
Appreciate you. We got a counterpunch for Amir Khan's cousin, Sean, courtesy of Black Wolf. We need a wolf's howl, man. Black Wolf be dropping them counterpunches. Akeem, calling in, representing Jamaica. Yo, did he sound Jamaican? He got that blood or what?
Yeah, nah. He's official. He look like he from country though. He don't look like he from Kingston. He look like he from country.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Why am I hearing Amir Khan's voice in there? It's fucking crazy. And I got my headphones on. I don't get it. Honestly, I ain't saying it for the debate. I really, really, genuinely always thought he was like Pakistani or some shit.
I thought he was black. I thought he was black. Always, he just sounds soft spoken. That's all. That's all, boy. He official, Ness. Don't worry, he official.
I don't know. That take was crazy. But
Hey.
maybe he right. I'm not no historian. I would have to go back and Google. He said it was a year from the first offer, so maybe he right. But the way Bradley said it, he knew he had the Pacquiao fight. So he's like, man, I ain't ducking Amir Khan. And he was like, he ain't got no chin. Everybody know he kept repeating that shit. Everybody know he ain't got no chin, and it's true. Prime
true.
Bradley would have dropped him. Prime Bradley dropped Kendall Holt, Lamont Peterson. I mean, they don't give him credit, but he beat Pacquiao. I had him beating him too. My audio was there. I don't know. He dropped. Didn't he drop Marquez too? Or he almost got dropped in the Marquez fight. I think he almost got dropped, or he dropped Marquez. Man, I'm not trying to make him a power puncher because he was never a power puncher. I'm not trying to, make him out to be a power puncher because that's not what he was. But he had decent pop. And Khan ain't had no fucking chin. Ever. That dude got put down by fucking Joel Diaz's little brother, bro. I mean, not this. I mean, he was a world champ though. Not at the time, but he was former world champ. I think it's Joel Diaz, right? Or was it? Yeah, Joel Diaz. Is it Diego?
I
I
think
don't know.
Kell Brook, I couldn't really get down with Khan, bro. Like Kell Brook, like punked him, like from the face off, from the sit down. He just
Bro, he
little
took
boy
10
him.
years. He took 10 years to give us that fight because he was afraid of Kell Brook. He kept
That's
fighting everybody
why
else and didn't care because he could always lose to everybody else and still get the Kell Brook fight exactly how he did and still got knocked out to Kell Brook like he always knew he would. Julio Diaz, that's his name. He put his ass down. Everybody put this man down. He was in a tight fight with Carlos Molina after Danny Garcia knocked him out. His tune-up was a tight fight, and he brought the dude up in weight. Bro, please, Amir Khan would have got done dirt. Yo, Timothy Bradley beat undefeated Devin Alexander, bro. Like, you know how many O's Bradley took? I'm pretty sure he took Lamont Peterson O too.
Yeah, but they don't. From what I see on media, they don't respect Tim Bradley like that. Like, yeah, he getting jobs. Like, they respect him. He been on ESPN for a minute. You know, they respect his boxing IQ, but like sometimes it just seems like they just be looking the other way when he's talking. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
but that's
you don't know
because
what
of
he's
his
talking
style.
about.
Look at him. He's raw and authentic, man. He's raw and authentic. He's telling you his truth. I love his YouTube channel. He's telling you
Yeah, I
his
like
truth
it.
and he don't fuck around. He ain't holding no fuck. I love that he's that raw and authentic. He's telling it like it is, bro. And that's why they brought him. He's not a regular on Inside the Ring. His YouTube channel blowing up because he's a real one who been on the top level, got the accolades so he could talk. You see, Gabe Rosado get on that show and say certain things. Him and Bill had a back and forth on my show. Bill could say something to him, right?
Yeah.
What Bill could say to Tim Bradley?
That's
you ain't fight Floyd? You know, you can't fight Floyd. He fights you. That's it. Bradley fought everybody. Bradley been in Hall of Famer Marquez. Hall of Famer, what, 3 times with Pacquiao or is it 2? You know,
with Pacquiao.
Ruslan Pavatnikov classic fight. That's gonna go down. You know,
That's
obviously
gonna go down in history.
we don't got
They played on
legendary
Top Rank.
nights no more because HBO is gone, but that's a legendary night type fight. You know, he took the undefeated record of Luis Carlos Abreu. He fucking beat Kendall Holt. He beat Devin Alexander, took his old, unified the belt, gave him his first loss. You know, Lamont Peterson. He beat Olympian and former champ Casamayor. I'm going to just pull up his box rec because this off the top, bro. I know he got better names. He was that dude, bro.
He was about to go toe-to-toe with Norman Sr.
Yeah.
I liked him. Bradley,
And
man.
he
He's
went to the
authentic.
UK and took that belt from Junior Witter, bro. Like, listen, he got every right. He beat Kendall Holt. Kendall Holt was a puncher. Went to the UK, took that belt from Junior Witter, beat Edna Cherry, beat Nate Campbell, another Hall of Famer. Took the O from Lamont Peterson, took the O from Luis Carlos Abreu, took the O from Devin Alexander in that motherfucking order. 3 top name welterweights. Bang, 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 bang. Then beats the Olympian Casamayor, then beats Pacquiao, then beats Ruslan, then beats Marquez, then finally loses to Pacquiao. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, he's great. He's great.
Niggas wish they had that career. You name another fighter, see if he did that good. And we still ain't talking about his win over Jesse Vargas, Brandon Rios. He should have got the win over Diego Chavez, but Diego Chavez was fucking headbutting his ass off in that fight. But BoxRec won't tell you that.
But remember the Pacquiao fight
Was controversial. The first one was controversial, but like I said, I had him winning. He outboxed him in my point.
I respect the fact that he was, whatever happened with his leg in the ring, he couldn't barely move.
Yeah.
But he attributed to Pacquiao's feints though. He's like, this guy ain't no joke. You can't just keep your head on the line. Like, bro, he made me hurt something. Like, this guy is fainting. He's moving, and it was one of his toughest fights. He could say with the condition that he was under. You know,
Yeah, that
I
shit
can
was
respect
always
that.
suspect though. It was always suspect because they had the wheelchair, they had the whole Bradley Pacquiao poster already. Like, not the poster, bro, the step and repeat. I buy them shits. Them shits minimum $1,500. They probably got a deal because they've been doing it for 80 years, so they probably got a company that they dealing with. So maybe they getting, you know, fucking $700 off because they've been doing it that long. Them shit still cost $450 just the cloth, not the frame. You know what I'm saying? So they had that shit. They had the wheelchair. It felt set up. I remember that shit. I lived through it. Everybody thought it was like everybody thought, the people who didn't think Bradley deserved the win thought it was a conspiracy because they had the wheelchair, they had the poster, they had the backdrop. Post-fight press conference turned into the rematch press conference. They had it set up like that. It wasn't a post-fight. It was a whole new, like, the visuals was about the rematch already, literally on the same evening. It was, you know what I mean? So motherfuckers ain't understand. Like, how the fuck did they know? So, yeah. So he never got credit from the people, but I thought he won. That shit looked real to me.
It did to me. And we don't even get rematches anymore, bro. People don't want to do rematches anymore.
I mean, it's us though, fight fans. We don't really want to see shit no more. Like, look, people want Brian Norman, and most of us don't. Fucking Kellerman went up on his platform and said,
I don't want to see this again.
He actually said he don't want to see it. He said he said what the people saying. He's like, Brian Norman is next, but people don't want to really see that. So, Norman got to do something. These guys got to do something. And Norman is trying because he's coming at Keyshawn. He's coming at Keyshawn. He came at the coach. He told him stop pocket watching. He wants to fight. We got to see if they're going to actually do it.
Nuts, they try to pull the same stunt, the little propaganda stunt with, remember when Dev was on the ring and then Stephen A. Smith, his personal podcast. It was like, yo, who is slipping y'all these index cards? Y'all saying the same exact thing. I don't want to see Devin Haney. Devin Haney versus Shakur is not the fight that's not the biggest fight. And it's like, why are all of y'all saying the same thing? It sounds like y'all really trying to push another narrative. And then to be disrespectful, y'all knew this dude got popped. He got popped for using Garcia. And y'all putting up, why y'all got this fight up there when y'all know, like, we condone cheating now? Like, y'all know exactly what happened in that fight, but yet on Ring Magazine, y'all playing those clips as if it's a valid fight. And y'all are making assessments based off of that fight. Like, that whole fight should be thrown away. Nobody should be looking at that fight. Like, Shakur said he don't respect it. Tio said he don't respect it. Keyshawn said he don't respect it. They said that's boxers. That was whack. Nah. So, like, the fact that I saw Ring even pushing the narrative, it's all, yeah, it's nasty work. It's nasty work. But when I see Tim Bradley up there, you can tell he be getting annoyed because Max Kellerman be cutting him off and everything. But as long as he could get his word out, like you said, that man is official. He been official and he went out official. So that is that, man. That column fight. I want to see him fight some real competition, bro. I feel like hometown cooking, Dana's nephew. I don't like that whole situation, man. I really don't like Callum Walsh, man. But the main card, that's
wait, why? Because I don't like him, but I don't dislike him to say I don't like him. You feel me? Like, no, that sounded idiotic. That sounded idiotic. Yeah. So what I meant to say is like, he's not one of my favorite fighters to watch, but I don't dislike him.
Yeah, I don't dislike him. I just don't like how this man went up there. This is my nephew. It just looks like they're bringing out all the bells. And the same thing that Turkey is doing for them them youngins that he put on the prelim cards. The Ahmed and the other one. He just be like, rolling out for these dudes, man. I just want to see dudes get it from the mud. Like some of them, the dude that he's fighting, I forget his name. His record isn't bad this time around. So I want to see what that looks like. But I'm just not too. I'm still watching, dude, man. I'm not too fixed on him yet.
But well, all right, champ. Let me get to these callers. You the man. Appreciate you.
You already know, man. Take it easy.
Salute. Akeem. Salute, Sean, man. You official. Akeem gave you the Jamaican pass, man. He said you the truth. Discord available. X Spaces available for those that want to call in. You want to voice your opinion on today's double topic. We talking Zuffa boxing on Saturday, as well as Timothy Bradley labeling Keyshawn Davis the biggest duck in boxing history. Quest the best member for 14 months on the prospect level. Salute emoji, TBV, voice of the people, and the people. Oh no, and for the people. 100 emoji. Appreciate you, champ. Bob Saget, member for 32 months on that prospect level. Kerr, keep pushing his friends in front of bullets. Damn. Kentrell, all the way in Germany, pound for pound, number 2 in the chat. Salute, $5. Thought he could build his name off Debo. Asking for the smoke and running is diabolical. I'm not a Key fan no more. Damn. Bob Saget back with another 2. Kerr, Hitchens, Key made me take a break from boxing. Damn. We got Goloyao. What? Goleao? Yo? I don't know what the fuck you got going on there, champ. But welcome to the prospect level, man. We gonna rock with you anyway. Go lay low. Go lay low. Maybe that's what that say. Go lay. No. Go lay ya. No. Go lay yayo. Go lay yayo. Go lay. Is that even fucking a word? 1st and 15th, $2. Bread emoji. Man got Dev over Kerr at 147 due to muscular size. So he's talking about Bread Man from Philadelphia is picking Devin to beat Shakur at 147 due to his physique. Black Wolf with that counterpunch, $5. Counterpunch for Bo. Ness, jokes aside, I want to know why he thinks this. Bro, he's not going to be fucking honest. You don't see that he's just a troll? We just gave him an entire half-hour opportunity to be honest, and he still said that's what he believes, that Devin don't want to fight those guys. Mr. Savi, $2. Bo said he perplexed by Davis. Might get shelved. Excuse me, Bob Aram. Jaywalk, $2. Canelo running from David is a bigger duck. That is true. That's why I'm glad we did the show. Because when things are hot, we're quick to run to that hot button topic, but there's some serious ducks in boxing. Some big shit. The Canelo, the Bo. Fuck, nobody brought up Floyd. People blame Floyd for ducking a few fights. He never fought Bradley, who we talking about. Bradley was out there winning and beating Pacquiao before him. Like, he never even mentioned Bradley. Like, he would never mention Bradley. And when I would interview Bradley, he would tell me, bro, I don't even talk about Floyd because, he got to fight you. It ain't gonna make no sense for me to be, calling him out. And he was right, because look at Amir Khan. He called him out till he's turned blue and never got the fight. He didn't even get an exhibition fight. So, yeah, man. Shit tough, but if you're trying to call in now, is the time. Last call for them callers. Better get on this line. Bathroom break.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Yes, GTO. Two-tone superstar. Border. Shout out to the motherfuckers. Border. It's easy to kill a fish if you just pour poison in the water.
Two-tone said he need another hit. Hold on, Ness, you know Mozzie with the I'm gon' stick you with this jab and it's gon' hit just like a brick. Tone on commentary like you can't believe this. Can't believe this. What up, Star? You know she promote the health. You know we promote the squabbles. We don't wanna hear no talking if you ain't gon' run the squabble. Know that hook gon' leave him drunk, have him loopy like he Charlo. When I hear that bell ring, he smoke just like a blunt. I hit up Nessie, got the link. I left from Pesos with the run. I need that goal like Michael Spinks. Need that cover of the ring. Beat him bad like Billie Jean, like OC did round one. I put that paper up on this fight and it's gon' end in round one. Come on, Tone, you know the vibe. After this, let's roll one. And we got yams pulling up like it was Turkey Day or something. And we got yams pulling up like it was Turkey Day or something. There's something. Border wars. Trees came with the drink, don't trip, bro.
Good morning, TBD. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Solo, Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. Lord have mercy.
Boxing Voice.
We are here to talk about Border Wars 18, Orlando, Florida, School of Hard Knocks.
We at Border Wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scratch, talking about all the money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor. We at Border Wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scratch, talking about all the money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor. Yeah, it's money on the floor. Who you betting on? Mozzie smart money, all these hooks I'm putting on. Prince like Nassim, all this drip I'm putting on. Light up on my feet, I'm like Shakur, I pick them off. Pick them right apart. It ain't no comparing, ain't no need to pick apart. This the Boxing Voice at 9 a.m., I cut it on. Coffee in the spliff, then hit the gym and get it on. We can get it on. Middle of the ring, hear the bell ding. First control the distance, then I let the jabs slip. Uppercut or lift them like Tyson did Mike Spinks. Who you betting on? Mozzie smart money, all these hooks I'm putting on. Prince like Nassim, all this drip I'm putting on. Light up on my feet, I'm like Shakur, I pick them off. We at Border Wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scratch, talking about all the money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor. We at Border Wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scratch, talking about all the money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor.
Bro, help is on the way. Like, pull that nigga up, bro. Niggas don't really get it, though. They don't really get that shit.
There's money on the floor. Yo. Yusef, what up?
Yo, what's good? Can you hear me? Am I good?
You good?
Okay, shit. Is Keyshawn the biggest duck in history? I would have to say either yes, and it definitely, hands down, it has to be between Canelo. The reason I would say between Canelo, and I can say Riddick both for sure, because Lennox Lewis definitely was doing his thing, And then Ricky Bowe made history by dropping that WC belt in a trash can in front of thousands and millions of fans, especially at that time when boxing was turning into the sport, gaining that real momentum, especially back then. I mean, Canelo, I would have taken Canelo because Canelo turned into the face of boxing. Literally beating guys, but then he kept fighting guys in between that know damn well you're not worthy of a Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. How do you fight Kovalev? You know what I'm saying? Go on some years. You know what I'm saying? Keep fighting, keep fighting. Then as Benavidez comes through, making his name, you know, before even at 160, he had the Charlos at 154. You know what I'm saying? Both Charlos wanted to fight him. Jamal should have been the one to fight him. He didn't. Jamal ends up going to 160. Plant goes to 160. Benavidez go to 160. Benavidez should have been the one. Mexican fighter versus another Mexican American fighter. And that fight has so much momentum. All he had to do was just pick Benavidez, and that would have been on every TV possible. That should have sold out hands down. We know that. But him not choosing Benavidez really still fucks me to this day, because I remember arguing with people, because I like Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? That Benavidez is a fighter that me personally I will not miss. So I would have to say definitely it's a tie between either Canelo Benavidez and definitely Keyshawn. I would say Keyshawn because the route he took to go fight, and then it did not turn out like you said, bro. We all know you skip being a champion at 135. Cool. We all know went to 140, fought twice. You skipped the fighters ass at 147. You petition and you get mandated. So you ask for that twice. Your company gets you that. Your manager gets you that fight. So for you to back out because we get you $1.5 million, but this is one of those fights that you got to just be willing to. You know what I'm saying? Like his dumbass coach talking about why can't Haney split that bag up, bro? It's not their fault, nigga. That shit is pissing me off every time I keep hearing him on Mill City. I'm like, bro, it's not his fault. Your fighter went these routes knowing damn well he got a so-called brother like Shakur who ran him the same play that he ran at 135, bro. He made him do the same play that Shakur did at 135. He made him do it at 147. So the fact that you did all these videos, you flew out to the ocean and fucking flew to Friday and the whole house and all that, and you supposed to be the new face of like the guys behind, Devin Ryan, Tank, and all them. You know what I'm saying? Because after them is Abdullah Mason, Floyd Schofield, and those fighters. He wasn't this big of a puncher. Oh, he's soft, he's weak. No one's jumping in the ring with him, especially now he didn't feather framed out at 147. That's what I'm saying. All the pillow fisted, all the things that Devin Haney was first. Oh, he's a pillow fisted fighter. Oh, he priced himself out. Oh, he's an email champ. Everything Devin Haney was first. If it was all that, y'all would be jumping in the ring with Devin Haney. And I believe Keyshawn and Devin Haney would have been a great fight because that would have brought out another side of Haney's arsenal that we maybe haven't seen. Even though I think Haney would definitely still win, I still want to see that fight, bro. Like, we wasted we wasted a collision course between Shakur and Haney, Keyshawn Haney, and of course even Tank Haney, Tank Shakur. You know what I'm saying? You got Tank not even in the limelight right now, and these guys could have took advantage of that shit, but they didn't. And it's not Haney's fault, and we all know that. It's never been his fault at 135, 140, now 147. So it's got to be Keyshawn, bro. It's got to be Keyshawn, or it has to be Canelo, because Canelo was the face of boxing. So I'm gonna say it's between them two, and that's my call, bro. Yeah, that's my thesis. But all right, big dog.
You the man, champ. You the man. Appreciate you. All right, all right. So we are going to be joined by a guest right now. Miss Brown L, how are you? I want to apologize. Obviously,
I'm
there
good.
was a bit of confusion with me and your dad. I didn't know that we had this scheduled for today. But I know it's fight week, so I know you drove all the way down or flew all the way down to Orlando, and you have a big fight this weekend. So we wanted to get you on so that our audience knows that you're back in action, because that first time around, that debut, sensational. You made a really big
Thank
impression
you.
on this community. So I'm sure they're going to be happy to hear that you're back in action. So you're going to be fighting at the Carib Royale?
Yep. On
Fami-
Saturday.
Familiar with that venue?
Yeah. I think it's in a different like they have different rooms in the area, so I think it's gonna be in a different room. So I think it's gonna be bigger than last time.
So what are some of the differences between this camp and your last camp, that one being your debut? Have things changed? Have you tweaked anything? Because, it's just different now, training for the amateurs and the pros. This will be your second pro camp now.
Anything changed? I think my first camp is, first camp I didn't really get to train for the opponent that I had because we didn't get that opponent till very, very last minute, like maybe a week. This one, still, I'm not gonna say it was last minute, but it was about 2 or 3 weeks out. So, we had time to prepare, and train for this opponent. And also, I think after my debut, like, that's when I knew like I can compete at this level, and this camp is about becoming better than I was my first fight, and then slowly, getting better and better.
Well, that's definitely going to be tough to do because you look so good. It's going to be difficult to look better than what you did. But hey, I guess there's always goals to set and try to achieve, and that would make things even better, right? If somehow you can continue to outclass and impress. But what do you know about Miss Castillo, Shayla Moreno
Um,
Castillo?
well, she's tough. She's 5-0 with one draw, I think. Uh, yeah, from what I know, she's just like really tough, really good Mexican fighter. And I'm just ready to get in there. It's my favorite kind of people to fight is, the brawlers, or, those are my favorite kind of people to fight.
Okay, so she's gonna be come forward style.
More or less. She likes to just throw like hard, wide punches. And I'm not gonna say she likes to just come forward, but she does like on occasion.
And this is a first 6 rounder. Your first fight was a 4 rounder. What's the rush? Honestly, because I get it. You looked good. You looked phenomenal. So clearly you're better than a 4 round fighter. But what's the rush? Why are you rushing already a 6 rounder? It's only your second
Um,
fight.
I think this is a step forward in my career. The 4 rounder went by so fast. I'm only fighting 2 minutes. I'm used to fighting 3 minutes in the
Training.
amateurs.
Oh.
So this fighting 2 minutes and 4 rounds, it was like it went by like that. Like it was so fast. And I wanted a little chance to kind of like settle down, pick my shots, and also I'm excited for it. I've been training for long rounds my whole entire career. So, if it ends early, great. If it goes all 6, that's good. I'll be ready for every second of it. But yeah, I think just with this 6th round, I can be smarter with my pace. My mindset won't change, but I'm still looking to have perfect technique and stay disciplined, and yeah, capitalize on opportunities when they come. Um, But yeah, the 6 rounds, it doesn't intimidate me. Just give me more time to show my skills and who I am as a fighter.
Were you able to find out her height? Because from the videos I'm seeing, she looks super short, right?
No, we weren't able to find out her height, but yeah, I think I've seen her around, but I haven't seen her close up. So I'm not really sure how tall she is, but from what I seen from a distance, she didn't look that short. But we'll see. We weigh in tomorrow, so.
I see them looping punches you talking about for sure. You could come straight down the pipe on her. This girl that she's fighting is a southpaw. Yeah, nice fight. Wasn't hard to find tape. I did one Google search and it's like, boom, a fight on Box Azteca right there. So that's good.
Yeah.
You at least know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
And even some amateur bouts. I wonder if it's the same girl.
Oh, I haven't seen any amateur bouts. I think I only went off of one video, which was the one against the southpaw. But
okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's best to do it that way? Like you went one video and that's it. Don't get caught up. I've interviewed other fighters and they're just like, you can watch tape, but that doesn't mean that particular fighter is going to show up in the ring on that night, and that's why they don't get obsessed over tape. Some say, they watch as much as they can to try and pick up on mannerisms. What's your, I guess, philosophy with tape and studying your opponent? Do you prefer to do it yourself, or do you prefer to have your team do it and you stay mentally free?
I think me and my team, we both watch the tape, but 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come in there and fight you a completely different way than they're fighting in the video. I think the tape is more to see like how they throw their punches, where they come from and things like that. But I think that the game plan is always gonna be different each fight because they're fighting a different person. So really, what I watch for is, like I said, just like how she punches, things that kind of get her, tensed up, things that'll make her jump and things like that. Like little things like that is kind of what I watch when I'm watching tape, because it's very important to see what gets them to capitalize off of things and things like that. But they're going to change their game plan 9 times out of 10. They're going to change their game plan.
That's an interesting fight. This girl, I'm gonna go with Olivia. She's got 2 last names. She's hitting this girl with some power. She could take a punch, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Shayla could take a punch. Because she is getting hit with the same combination. She could take a punch, but she's not adjusting. She's not adjusting.
Yeah.
This girl's walking her down, and it's just like straight left, right hook. She's just, wow. But she could take a punch because, man, she got hit with some. Yeah, this other girl is. I'd like to see you and her. She look a little technically better.
Yeah.
For real, her composure and everything. That southpaw looks good. But this is good because now we got a gauge to see how good you do versus her, versus Moreno, Castillo. But because you got a different style, this girl's in there like she wants to bang. She's like an Isak Cruz without the wildness. She's just tight, right hooks and straight lefts. Wow. Interesting fight. So, how are they treating you at Orlando in the career? You're still at the Carib, right?
Yeah.
Have any of the fight week festivities started yet?
I actually, in a couple
minutes,
like an hour or so, I have to, start. Well, like 30 minutes or so, I have to start getting ready to go. But take pictures and stuff. But they treat me very well. Especially MVP. Like everything is about the fighters, and that's what I love about MVP. they're very welcoming, very professional. They make like the whole experience enjoyable, and yeah, I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very grateful to be here.
I'm sure you're gonna have nothing but good things to say about the new merger between Matchroom and MVP, bringing more women to MVP and ESPN to the ecosystem that you're involved in. Sky Nicholson was supposed to headline but got injured, but basically all the Matchroom females are now available to you.
Yeah, I think it's great for boxing, especially for women's boxing. When promotions work together, I think it creates bigger opportunities for the fighters, and it gives the fans the matchups that they've been wanting to see or that they've been asking for. So yeah, I think it's good that everybody's involved.
Yeah. I definitely am happy to see that because once MVP left the zone and went to ESPN, I'm like, oh no, not another island. But the fact that the Matchroom women have been able to transition and go over there makes it only that much better. So how far up in weight do you think you'll make it? Like, I guess let me rephrase that. Where do you think you finish your career at? What weight class?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm looking to be undisputed in a couple weight classes. Um, it that's far in the future. Right now I'm focused on where I'm gonna get my titles in this weight class. But then as time goes on, you know, I'm gonna continue to grow and develop, and as my body develops, that's where I'll. So, um,
Is your goal to stay at 105? Are you hunting
oh,
Gabriela Fondora?
I'm at 108, but my goal is to get the titles and.
I thought he was at 105. Damn, I dropped the ball. My bad. I want that Fondora fight, but isn't Fondora at 108 and wants to go down?
No, I
Didn't
think
she?
she's at 112.
I'm gonna have to Google. I could have sworn she just announced that she wanted to go down and weight.
108.
We got her listed at 110, so she want to go to 108. Is it only a 2-pound difference? Damn. That's crazy. I never knew that. 15 years, I never knew that the division was separated by 2 pounds. So wait, you're at 108. Oh, that's perfect then. She want to come down in your weight class. Because that's what I wanted. I'm thinking you was hunting her, but it's all good. You will eventually bump into because you're already speeding up. If you're already having a 6-rounder, I mean, the end of next year, you could probably be in title contention. Who knows? Maybe sooner because I look at a girl like Ebony Bridges. We talked about this last time he was here. She only had 4 fights and got a world title shot. So you just never know what shakes out.
Yeah, Tam is fighting for a world title. I think she only has 4 fights.
Yeah, Tam Tebow, but she's got a deep amateur background, and she's
an Olympian, and
she's pretty good too. I like her. She's 68, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait because still some girls there. You got Franchon, Shadeja may come back. Clarissa sounds like she's going down because I think the girl that she's fighting beat Olivia Curry, and that was also 68. And Olivia's now fighting Perkins. I mean, women's boxing is actually jumping right now. It's crazy because, back in the day, you would have to Google all that. Like, that's on the top of my mind because it's thriving. It's thriving,
Yeah, and I really love to see it. It's really taking off, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. When I was younger, like I never seen like women's boxing like this, and I always wanted to be a part of the come up of the women's boxing, and it's glad that I can just be right there in the middle of it. It's people are really paying attention to it more. I hear it talked about more. More opportunities are opening up for us, and the young girls can see a pathway for themselves, in the sport now. When I was younger, I knew that I was gonna make it big, but I didn't see that pathway. Like I didn't see all these, women making all this money and all over, social media and television stuff. So now, the little girls that are, amateur and fighting, they see that pathway. They see all these, inspiration and things like that. I think it's really awesome.
How old were you when you started?
10.
10. And you're 20 now. When
Mm-hmm.
did it click and you said, okay, this could be my job? I don't just love this, but I'm gonna be a pro. I'm gonna make money out of this. When did that thought come into your mind?
I think when I take on something, um, I want to be the best at it. I think that's just the competitive side in me. But anytime I try something, I want to be really good at it. And I don't think there was an exact moment that I was just like. I think it just happened over time as I start growing to love the sport. The more I trained, and the more I competed, the more I won, the more I lost. I was like, you know what? I think that's when it finally just clicked. Something that I love, and it became my life. As a boxer, I don't think that you can. Um, I don't think that it is like it has to be your lifestyle. If you want to be competing and stuff at nationals, if you want to do stuff, it has to be your lifestyle. Like that. That literally has to be something that you love. Um, it's something. That's when I thought like it's something that I want to build my life around. It is my life, and yeah. Um, I my parents sacrificed for boxing. I sacrificed for boxing. And very looking forward to my future. Um, yeah.
Are there any other women in your gym that you potentially inspiring now, or are you the first? And do you think that there will be others to come from your particular gym because of what you've been able to do?
Hopefully there can be right now. Um, I don't think.
You're the only female?
Oh, there's a younger girl there, and I'm usually training early days, but I go up there sometimes, and I think there's a younger girl there. There's a couple of girls that come in, but I hopefully hope if it's like what they want to do, if this is like their passion, then hopefully I can inspire them, to do the right things in their career and go down the right paths. But
Yeah, ultimately
yeah,
your success. Oh, you're breaking up. But ultimately your success is what's
I am.
gonna motivate them and potentially inspire them. And that's why I asked if there's any other females.
Mhm.
I wanted to know, I know that your father goes to School of Hard Knocks for sparring. I don't know if he ever takes you, and have you had the chance to meet Sophia? I think her last name is Ortiz. She's a young amateur.
Um, I I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, I heard your
I
dad
know the
says
gym.
you know her, but you probably don't remember. She's younger than you. She's younger than you, but
Yeah,
she
no,
fought
I
on
know
one of my
her. I know her.
amateur cards, and man, I was super impressed. So I was just wondering if you seen her and you know
Yeah,
gave
no,
her
I
some
know who
words of
she
it.
is.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I met her in. I'm not sure if I met her in person, but I don't. I've never been up there to spar, but I've been up there to train. And
you breaking
yeah,
up?
those are people.
Starting to break up. I don't know what's wrong. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yep, you're back.
Oh, okay. I said I haven't been up there to spar, but I train there. Those are my people. But yeah, I've definitely seen her. Um, but I don't think I've I've definitely seen her around, but I don't think I've ever seen her in person. I'm not sure. He says I have, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I was just asking because I think she's so talented, and obviously you're a super
Yeah.
talent. You're technically really good. I'm excited for this next fight to see. Her service. You there? Hello. Damn. It's crazy because it was so good. She didn't even move. Let's see. You back?
Okay. Yeah,
All
the
right.
Wi-Fi was going crazy right now, in this hotel room. But yeah, I said like I've seen her. She's really good. She's really talented. Um, for sure.
It is breaking up still, so just go ahead and give out your social media so that at least people know how to follow you, and we'll get you back on after the big win for sure. We're gonna be tuned into that one.
Thank you. My social media is at Sarai the Boxer 7. Thank you guys. Thank you for having me on here. Stay tuned for the fight on Saturday. You can watch it on ESPN Plus. I will be in the press conference tonight.
Okay.
At 6 o'clock. I think that'll be on their YouTube. And yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, and once again, I apologize to you and your dad for the confusion. Never want to keep you waiting. Best of luck this week, and we look forward
Thank
to
you.
having you back on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And look, now it cleared up. It's so crazy. It was so
Yeah.
bad. Now it's like your face is clear and the audio is perfect. But thank you anyway. We'll get you back on after the win.
Okay, thank you.
All right. There you have it. Sarai Brown L. Very good fighter, man. I know that was her debut, but again, it was a step up in her debut, and now her second fight is a 6-rounder with an undefeated fighter. I like that. I think that she should get the win easy. If you could find some action on that, definitely decision. Sarai hasn't demonstrated power yet, and this last girl that I was watching, Jesus Christ, that girl was really hitting the hell out of her, and she could take a punch, this Shayla Moreno Castillo. So I don't foresee a knockout, but Sarai is very accurate, very sharp. So who knows if you land a shot like Angula, like Laura landed on Angula, and break that orbital bone and make someone quit. You don't have to have like knockout power to still get a KO or TKO type thing going on. Jab IQ defense. What is up? Jab IQ with the defense. Where you at? Yo. All right. No jab IQ. Big boss.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the interview, man. What you said? That's only her second fight or whatever you said, right?
Yep. Second fight already a 6-rounder, bro. Shout out to her.
Big, little, small. You say you're gonna do them all, man. It sounds Gucci like that. She real. She sounds like she ambitious in the sport and all that stuff. Shout out to her too. I'm sure I'm driving. I'm sure people in the chat said it. Very beautiful young woman. Just absolutely ravishing. I'm sure very beautiful woman. Love to see that in boxing. These women boxers, they be getting a bad rap. So I like when they tap into it and they be like, it's more than just beauty, but I got these hands with it too, for sure. So I didn't realize that. I thought of that with that card until she said the press conference, and I'm like, I know that card coming up, because I was thinking about going to it. I said I wasn't feeling it enough, so I'm not gonna stay out here in this road. But I said, damn, I didn't even realize. So we got that card Saturday. We got the Zupa boxing, Aaron McKenna and Etinosa Oliha. We got that Saturday, and we got that Callum Simpson and Troy Williamson 2 fight Saturday. You know, I heard Vince Shalom say, you know, that's the only issue with boxing. They still got the stacking problems. I'm like, man. So well, I guess we'll have to, you know. I know that at least I know for us, you know, the UK and the Ireland cards, they'll be early, so we'll still be able to tap into that women's MVP card. But you know, I'm listening to everybody calling stuff. You know, I don't know, man. I'm with you, Ness, because it's hard for me to say that this Keyshawn Duck is the biggest duck in Boston. I think it might be, you know, like you said, recency or regency bias, whatever. Because it's a lot of ducks for sure, you know, but it is a lot of context to the ducks. And I got to be honest with you, Ness, I'm with you. You know, X always be messing up when you know used to call in and stuff. I used to. That's why I made the switch to Discord. Discord be crystal clear and all that. I could hear you louder, everything. Sean, I apologize, bro, because I'm with this. I damn sure thought you was a Pakistani too. I'm sorry, bro. I
See?
did.
And he on the line. I'm glad at least I got one person with me.
I always, I was like, he sound exactly like Amir Khan, exactly like him. I promise you. Hamza Shiraz, whoever you want to say, he sound exactly like him. I promise. Until somebody said what he said, look at my picture, I'm black, and then other bro said it when he called it. I said, I ain't gonna lie, Ness, you not tripping. I thought he was Pakistani too. I promise I
Nice,
did. But
nice. Cause I know
yeah,
that shit probably
sorry.
came off racist and shit. So I'm like, yo, fuck, man. Now nobody
Because
think he
I knew, yeah, I knew
Pakistani.
that's what I said. I knew what you meant though, because it's like he literally sound like it, and you like, oh, you defending Amir Khan and all that, obviously because it's your brethren and all that. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
damn. He said, no, I'm black. Then he was like, no, my people from Jamaica. I was just like you. I said, Jamaica, the fuck?
I don't
So
even
I
hear
don't,
Jamaica, bro. That's the
I don't,
wild shit.
I don't-
Akeem talk,
yeah,
you hear Jamaica.
I don't hear like Tim Boski. I don't hear like Tim Boski. I don't hear the Ben Whitaker in his voice. Nah, but I hear Hamza Shiraz and you know Amir Khan. So Sean, I'm sorry, bro. 'Cause I definitely thought so too, bro. I'm sorry. But yeah,
Hamza Shiraz, that's funny.
like like a lot of ducks. Because even like I know, see, I don't watch like I'm not a historian either, of course, because I'm young, but I do go watch a lot of these documentaries. So it's like it's not to excuse the ducks, but it's like it gives you the context, like they said, around the ducks. I know the issue with Riddick Bowe is they couldn't decide or whatever on the purse splits. So that's why he said the hell to Jose Suleiman and threw the belt in the trash. Because he said himself, you know, whoever knows for sure, but he said he did want Lennox Lewis. But, you know, I understand, like Sean was saying, I mean, him getting stopped and all that about Lennox Lewis. But that would think, like you always say, you know, that would make you think you want to get it back in blood. So I don't know. Whoever knows, you know. But then you got like I would like how they mentioned Canelo. I'm like, I don't know, because I feel like that's more so on the WBC. I know Canelo got the pull, but it is, you know. But that's why I always say to a big thing. My word is always obligation, and I'm always objective to everybody. Even though we all be BSing and stuff, you know, everybody saying, oh, well, Shakur can move up to fight Devin at 47. And you see everybody saying, oh, Devin can move up to 54 or fight Boots and all. I'm going to say, like, see, but that's where we always say what Tone got to saying, the daring to be strategic. Because when somebody was talking about Canelo, I said they was right, because we seen it all, this. Canelo was going to jump all the way up to cruiser, no
Yep.
problem, and fight Makabu. But then when Badu Jack won, what Badu Jack said, he wanted him to come in at 190, put his ass on a 10-pound rehydration clause, all kind of crazy shit. Wasn't none of that for Makabu though, because he knew Makabu was a lick. He got Kovalev off that quick turnaround when he fought Yard, and you know that was nothing. Moved up, thought Bivol was a lick. I don't care what nobody says. That was a cherry pick going wrong. But not, you know, Benavidez too big and all that. It is what it is. Like it's strategic. Daring to be strategic and strategically avoiding.
But
You
that's
know, and
that's
like
that's normal though. That's like,
that's
bro,
what I'm saying.
that's how it's supposed to be. Like, you not
That's what I'm
gonna
saying.
dare to beat somebody that you think you can lose to. Like,
You know how like how David Morrell, how that's my guy, my second favorite fighter. People always be telling me that they like, you know, that's why you have to have the management and the team protect the fighter from themselves. And I remember one of them interviews Bud did last week. He was like, you have to know how to build a fighter. You know, even the Moses Tama and Philip Hergovic thing. So many people saying Frank Warren moved the Tama the right way, and like, you know, they had the training wheels on to get him a title shot. But it's like you said, but you supposed to do that though. You know what you have in your product, you have to strategically move them into that. Because how you was mentioning Floyd, we all done seen and heard all them stories. Floyd done watched Paul Williams and all that. Like Sean Zattel said, they asked Floyd about Paul Williams. He said, I never heard of him. He had the deal done to fight Amir Khan, and Amir Khan got too excited. And I remember Amir Khan said last year, he was like, that's the first time he ever fully spoke on it. He said they full blown had everything set, had everything done. He said he got too excited. He announced it before Floyd did. So he said Floyd and them got upset. Leonard Ellaby and them had called him, told him the fight was on. So it's just boxing, you know. It's literally just boxing. You know, this stuff happens all the time. That's why I'm like, I do feel this thing's gonna hurt Keyshawn for sure, but at the same time, I do feel like he will survive it. You know, because like I just stated, man, let Boston tell everybody done duck some damn body. Shakur done duck Devin, and Tank done duck Shakur, and Devin done duck Rolly, and Floyd done duck Paul Williams, and Canelo done duck Benavidez. Everybody done duck somebody. You see Jao Vitar fighting Noah McKelly now. They say, yeah, because David done ducked him. It's just boxing. It's literally just boxing. So I really don't know. I like I said, I think he'll bounce back from it. You know, it kind of is what it is. I don't think it's really phased him. You know, I seen Jay Prince son Baby J on Cigar Talk with Najee Sunday. You know, and I said, well, somebody called in. I said that was interesting. I noticed this because I said you could tell the fire doesn't really bother Keyshawn because he does have his comments on IG. I noticed that too. And you do see everybody just cooking him, and he ain't paying no mind, posting all the Tupac songs, him running and stuff. But I said, because you see Schofield Senior, he cut them comments off quick when he be posting stuff. So I said that thing. Some people can stand there and stand there. Some people can stand there heat in the kitchen, and some people can't. You know, so it is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is. Like we said, we just got to see how it take out with Keyshawn. He just literally has to make his best play his next play. Because I did see the Substack post and all that. Bob Arum, like I said, that's why I can't say Keyshawn got thrown in the fire from Shakur and anything because like Bob Arum said, they acted on his behalf. They was like, "You sure you want this fight?" He said, "Yeah, okay." So they got him in position, gave him the $3 million, thought it was gonna be good. I'ma down that hill with you and everybody else. Next, take that $3 million. I don't get it. 1.5 million for Jermaine Ortiz and $3 million for Devin Haney. You gotta take that, brother. I mean, I know the Zusa bag might come around. We understand it, but we talking about right here, right now. So
I'm dying to know the logic behind not taking it. I'm just being real. I need to know why not.
It was somebody you was talking to yesterday. You know, I'm like, that's why I said them Zuffa theories really might be right because I remember, you know, people were saying they kept saying the reason Richard Higgins he backed out of fighting Duarte was because of the Zuffa deal, but that wasn't the case because I remember he did when he did an interview. He said Keith Connolly was like, I need you to go through to this fight because I told Nick Khan I'm bringing him the IBF super welterweight champion. But then when he told him, like, look, I don't think I could make the weight and stuff, he said Nick Khan and Dana was like, cool. He said they actually paid him more, you know, obviously to move up because you need him, you know, you need him to beef up that 47 division. So, it makes sense. It just come with the game, though. So, I don't know. I'm with you. That logic is just crazy. I really don't know, you know. So, like I said, we got to see, man. Now, with this card real quick, I want to touch on just the Juicer card. Not only the top two fights. Callum Walsh, I heard somebody talking about it, him stepping up to Tyler Denny. Man, that's not no walk in the park. You know, I like Callum Walsh. You know, I know he has just ate all the Sam sandwiches or whatever he be given. You know, shout out to Lou DeBell. I get that saying from him. They feed him these ham sandwiches and he just eat them, smash them. But that Tyler Denny step up, that's a pretty tough step up. Tyler Denny, actual boxer or whatever, you know, he done been in there with Hamza Shiraz and stuff and done faced much better competition. So you look at the odds, this 50-50. This a pick 'em. I think the odds on that last seems like 112 both ways for him and Tyler Denny. Now I do favor Callum Walsh in that for sure. So I'm, hoping he'll get it done. But AMAX 47, Aaron McKenna, yeah, he finna get down. I want to say I got him by decision, but now I think he finna show out. Because remember, he beat the piss out of Liam Beefy Smith. Now I know Beefy been in and out and all that, essentially retired, but now he finna get down on Etinosa Oliha. I think this is his defining moment. You know, of course, Nini at home. This is his first fight, his whole career at home in Dublin, Ireland. He nice, y'all. He nice. Y'all gotta check Aaron McKenna out if y'all ain't watched him, but yeah, I think he finna make it do what it do. So that's all I got though, essentially, man. So shout out to you, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Discord available. X Spaces also available. Let me get to these super chats. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. If you're looking to optimize that health, don't forget we're running a sale all month long. We got 10% off right now on the Mott C 10 milligram. And we also are running a sale on what you purchase, right? Like the amounts. So every 500, you get an extra 150 of product on top of that. Every 750 you spend, you get 250 worth of product on top of that. Every 1,000, you get 350 on top of that. Every 15 hundo, you get 450 on top of that. You spend that good old 2,000, you're gonna get $600 worth of free product. Tap in with me on Nest GTO on Instagram or Telegram. We're going to take a quick bathroom break and be right back with more callers and the super chat. Let me get to some of these super chats and hold it. New York Bullet, $5. Remember when GGG was Cotto's WBC mandatory? He paid step-aside money to fight Canelo instead? There you go, man. Listen, everybody's in these situations. Some just are louder than others. Syfe Bud, what up? $2. Billy Joe Saunders ducked the poop emoji out of Boo Boo. Well, that wasn't really a duck. He was going to fight him had he not got caught with the PDs in his blood. Remember? He was using a nasal spray that gave him some sort of anabolic in that spray that the UK and the UK fans' excuse was, well, technically, UCAD says he can use it as long as he's not in competition. So somehow, training for a competition isn't being in competition till the actual day of competition. So in the UK, he was good. In America, he got suspended. Beezy Baby, $2. Damn, 5 days in a row. Haney, Rolly, Tio, and Weeks. They got 3 weeks. They got 3 weeks. Bro, you can't act like Rolly Tio news would be bigger than this news. No, like, this is what everybody's talking about. I'm not coming back here because I want to. It's because this is what the talk is, bro. You know? I would love to talk Rolly Tio and try to embed that in the mind of myself and everyone else that it is Rolly Tio. Because sometimes I find myself saying Tio Rolly. We got one lump sum, $5. Counterpunch, Spider Rico, pour out your liquor. Damn. Shout out to Spider. Rest in peace. Champ. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder. Good that they're putting her in with Mexicans who she has to beat. Both 108 champions are Mexicans. Brisa, who drew with Shayla, fights at 115, 118. No, Brisa's good. She's good. I'm glad she's up there. She ain't going to have to fight Shira because she's good. I was like, oh, shit. Right away, I'm like, damn, is this Shayla? Because Shayla's undefeated. So she got to draw out that fight. I don't know how. That was hometown. Cooking. But nah, I ain't watching it. I ain't watched the whole fight, so. Them first 3-4 rounds I watched, though. Brisa was putting fucking hands and feet on her. Mills Lane, $10 super chat. Drop the horns. Logic is $3 million whack when a lot of money is being given out. If he beat Devin, he's stuck at top rank. Take a fight with Africa on Zuffa for a bag. One more at top rank for change, then go Zuffa for $10 million a fight. Yeah, that's a Keyshawn fan if I ever seen one. They talking about $10 million a fight. Somebody tell this man that Crawford wasn't rumored to make $10 million until the motherfucking Avanesian Black Prime fight. And Crawford was a motherfucker getting paid handsomely on paper. He got like $4 million for Kavalauskas. Don't forget that. $3 million purse plus the extra $1 million for not being able to make the goddamn Earl fight. So I don't know about that $10 million. That logic is a little bit. What's the phrase they use or the word? Skewed. A little skewed there, buddy. Maybe you're a little biased. I don't know. Leonard Sterling. 2-pounder. Con accent is northern. He's from Bolton. Bolton, London. Juice so sick with the $2. Yo, I know I told y'all where that comes from, the $2, but I forgot the name of the movie again. I think the dude's name is Kuzak or Kuzo. Sam, is it Sam? But the paper boy used to come to his house every day and throw the paper, and I think he lost his job or something, so he owed the paper boy $2. Where's my $2? It's an old-ass 80s movie. If you watched it, somebody put the name of the movie in the chat, man. Let me know so I could Google that shit. Old-ass movie. $2. Give me my $2. That's hilarious. We got no more super chats. All right, we're going to take this bathroom break. Be right back for them phone calls. So jump on the line. We got Sean, got that counterpunch, though. I ain't forget you. You next. You next. They said we got mad songs, so change it up. Let's see. The thing is, Jonathan Sims always want me to play a Stainless song, but Stainless songs always get me flagged. And then he'd be like, yo, I always send you the whatever the fuck it's called, right? Like the license or some shit like that, but that don't mean shit. You gotta literally put the license every time you use it. It's like, man, fuck this shit. Shit always get me flagged, bro.
Yeah, cause this ain't the show.
You could say that on X Spaces, on
this
YouTube, Discord.
So when the ref looking at you, and then he say, "Are you ready?" And then he look at me, and he say, "Are you ready?" Yo, that's when it's real.
You seen how a nigga spit, see how a nigga hit. Shots fired, doesn't eat with the extended clip. Kept asking for it, so that's what he finna get. Yeah, got a plan in my punchline, now he wanna quit. Stainless on the apron, the greatest to ever do this shit. Next up, sports. Right now, you on stupid shit. Your arms too short to box with guard, and Stainless is a boxing guard. Let's make the altar call. Your prayers answered. They pray and asking, I pray that man till we taking chances. Vibrating enhancers, blazing accurate, tape and tapping, his face with jabs. He can't understand it. These A-side tactics. Yeah, you next up with Stainless classic. Now we at border wars, towel in the corner for him. 4 counter shoulder roller. Told you I was gonna show him. Stainless versus Lil Homie. Skateboard and keep it rolling. Hush over the crowd, that's how you know it's over for us.
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you ran your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Stand that 8 count off a flash knockdown. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Touch gloves, fight when the bell sound. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you run your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
It's the hot one. You will get dropped, this left straight, hit like a shotgun. Body bag him, this that Fury, but it ain't Tyson. I ain't the one to trade with. Pack him up and leave the ring stainless. This overhand to leave his box brainless. He getting stopped, you see his tank fading. Don't call up talking tough if you ain't down to run the fade. Let's make border wars so you can stand on what you saying. Knock him out and celebrate. It's flags everywhere, what's this, the PR Day parade? Super chatter, angel face, rest in peace to Spider Rico, we is meat till it's day. Whoa, they right hook to his body, hit him like a 4-8. Follow up to the noggin, wobble like Bacole. Stop the noise, he woke up and hear the doctor voice. This the purge, I ain't got no choice. This border war, shout the boxing voice.
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you ran your mouth. What was you saying,
It's
nigga?
one way in, one way out.
Stand that 8 count off a flash knockdown. What was you saying,
It's
nigga?
one way in, one way out.
Touch gloves, fight when the bell sound. What was you saying,
It's
nigga?
one way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you ran your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened.
All right, Sean, UK counterpunch.
I doing this as audio.
Straight.
Yeah, straight. Yeah, I appreciate the gentleman that sent me the count. I don't know his name, but I appreciate it.
Black Wolf.
Black Wolf. Okay, I remember that. So yeah, you listen at some of Bradley's wins. Yeah, that was an impressive list. I didn't know he beat so many good fighters.
Hell yeah, a lot, bro. A lot.
Yeah,
And undefeated too, bro.
Yeah, I remember the Devin Alexander fight. I actually watched that, and that was a good one. But some of them others was like, oh, I didn't know. But I have a question though. Like, as good as he was, how comes he couldn't sell more than 5,000 tickets? Like, if he beat so many names and he's not a shy guy.
I mean, the thing is, by the time he got popular, he was selling because I'm pretty sure he did well in Texas with Marquez. He did well with Bradley. I mean, with Pacquiao, all the fights. That's why they had like 3. The Devin Alexander, he got hated on, but that wasn't his hometown. That shit happened somewhere in Detroit. That wasn't his fault. You know what I'm saying? That was more like, I think I'm not good with that shit, but I think that's more Devin's fault, right? Devin Alexander is the one by St. Louis.
He's from Orleans. Orleans, yeah. But yeah, shout out to Bradley's career. Definitely a Hall of Famer. But I still stand by what I said about, But we don't have to go back on that. But I also want to talk on that WBO president when he refused Shakur fighting at 144. I feel like, yeah, Shakur, he can make the weight, but I think the belt still could be on the line because they done it in history. Like, where was that same attitude when Canelo was fighting 155? Was that for the WBC or the WBO or for both?
Who?
No, when Canelo had that one. Canelo Alvarez, when he was fighting the middleweight title 160 and he was fighting it for the 155. Was it 155?
Yeah, 160, 160.
I remember.
160 because that's where he won it at 155. Y'all always get that confused. That was Cotto's catchweight. He just kept it after.
Yeah, but he inherited, and he wanted Triple G to come down that way.
Yeah.
Triple G said no, but what I'm trying to say is that I know it was a different WBO president, but it depends on the guy.
It was Paco.
Yeah, but that guy was probably the lawyer there, so he still remembers. But yeah, he's more of a politician, so I'm not quite happy with everything he's done thus far. But yeah, so Shakur wants to fight, but all I want is a bit of consistency. So if it's going to be like that, people can't catch weight and win the title. He's got to be consistent all the way through. With that, that's one thing I would say. And in terms of the biggest, there is another duck. Obviously, he's not the biggest. I think we've all said the biggest ones thus far. But I'll say, yeah, people might not like this, but Floyd Mayweather ducking Keith Thurman, especially with the WBA thing. And if people remember that. Because Keith was the...
Oh, yeah, it was the mandatory.
Yeah, he had the regular or something like that. But basically, my memory serves me correct, Floyd put Spence on him, basically. Said, I don't have to... Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I think that was a bit of a duck. Because Floyd was so iconic, nobody really said that at the time.
I mean, Thurman was so young.
He wasn't that young.
Thurman was so young in his career, like...
Oh, okay.
They.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a bit... That was... It's not... Never, but that would have been a bigger fight than Berto and them other guys. And yeah, that was the type of fight that Floyd didn't really give us. But he gave us a couple, Zab Judah, Mosley. Yeah, that would have been a good test. But yeah, appreciate the kind of Trayvon. And then there's for the
Black
record,
Wolf, Black Wolf.
Black Wolf. Oh, Black Wolf. My apologies. Yeah, my family's from Jamaica. Mom's side is from St. Anne. Dad's side from Clarendon. So yeah, for the record. But take it easy.
Alright. Salute, man. Mang. Discord available. X Spaces available. For anybody looking to call in, now is the time. We are taking calls and talking book sale. We got Mike in Omaha. Help is arrived. Help has arrived.
Boys.
What up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do, my boy Nestor Gibbs?
Chilling.
Yes, sir. I'm here to clean the mess up these niggas making.
Uh-oh.
They making big mistakes here. They still talking that Keyshawn shit. We not blaming Keyshawn. It ain't Keyshawn. He ain't the biggest duck in history. Hell no. Hell no. He the first security guard we had in fucking history in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I think the duck go to that nigga Shakur. You know what I'm saying? There was somebody just called in, Big Boss, I want to say. He said all boxers done ducked and shit like that. That's a lie like a motherfucker. I know my favorite fighter ain't never ducked shit. My nigga don't even use duct tape. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't even see the movie nigga. What you talking about?
Yo, that was
You know what I'm
fire. That
saying?
was fire.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ness, my nigga walk to the room when the ceiling's low, he is gonna hit his head because he ain't gonna duck shit. You know what I'm saying? The fuck wrong with these niggas, man? We from Omaha, Nebraska, nigga. Ain't ducking nothing. Terrence Crawford ain't ducking nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna put the blame on Keyshawn because he ain't duck shit either. He is doing his job. Doing his job. The biggest duck is Shakur, the nigga that's skate free right now. Nobody talking about this nigga. That's the duck. You know what I'm saying? He the one. The fuck around with these niggas, man. We gotta keep. I told y'all he the scapegoat. Keyshawn. Hopefully he got paid off for this shit. Hopefully Shakur threw that nigga a couple of bucks for this shit for taking his hit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's fucked up, and now look who going through it. You know what I'm saying? But in other news, Nestor Gibbs, I don't know if you still follow my boy on IG, but I know he down there training right now, don't you?
Who?
You know who you think I'm talking about? T-Boy fucking Crawford.
Down
You know
where?
what I'm talking about? He in Colorado.
Oh.
In Colorado. You know what I'm saying? We getting
I
active right
mean,
as
Boots
we
training
speak.
too. Boots training too. Hopefully that means Turkey sent them an offer.
Nah. You know
Boots,
that
I
ain't it.
just seen a video of Boots training, and it was titled that he training for Josh Kelly, but the truth is Josh Kelly, we don't know if he's going to be available.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. Because I'm telling you every day, help is on the way. Next thing is, the other day I was asking you, bro. I know you in the movies and shit. Have you caught up to that new 50 Cent shit that's on Stars, bro? The Fight Land, the
Nah,
new shit.
it's already out. I seen him
It
promoting
ca-
it heavy. I didn't know it was out already.
yeah, last Friday the first episode came out. It
Nah,
come out
I ain't
again this
check it
Friday.
out yet. But I still got Stars. I had caught that shit for like $1 a month, locked
Oh yeah,
in.
it kind of blended with the UK. You know what I'm saying? It's boxing in the UK type shit. So it's kind of a good little movie. It's only one episode. It got me locked in. I'm gonna see what it's about this second episode though. Yeah, I was you might fuck with it. It's a boxing movie, so shit. I know you would probably in it with the UK. So you got a lot of callers from there. I thought niggas would be kind of linked into that shit for sure. But yeah, man, I had to call in and mark my territory one time, man. Hey y'all, chat. Come on, man. It ain't Keyshawn, y'all. It ain't Keyshawn. This a fake 42 from Baruski. Shakur Stevenson is the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even hard to find. It's Shakur Stevenson. It ain't Keyshawn Davis. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the squad. Shout out to that boy Nestor Gibbs. And shout out to that boy T-Bud Crawford. And Big Boss. We ain't ducking shit over here. So when you say that, put the name on it, or at least say everybody gonna duck besides Terrence Bud fucking Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao ducked Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Floyd ducked the hell of fighters. Fucking Earl Spence ducked Bud for years. You see what happened when fucking Freddy Cougar, aka Michael Myers, caught up to his fucking ass. Career ain't been the same ever since. Now look at motherfucking Devin Haney in this motherfucker. Tracking down. Where's Shakur at? Where's Shakur? I mean, no. Shakur is Big Worm. I forgot Shakur Big Worm. Where that nigga at? He always sending his goons on motherfuckers. Then we got little Smokey, Keyshawn, little Smokey. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. We need some real dope boys in the motherfucking game. Where Craig at? We need Craig in this motherfucker, man. Who gonna drop they nuts? And I hope Craig ain't motherfucking Abdullah Mason. They better not let this little Abdullah Mason keep doing this motherfucking thing. He be fucking Craig. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the squad. Shout out to TBV. Shout out to the whole fucking chat, man. Oh, and that's again another thing. Hey, I know y'all. Hey, we do miss CYP around this motherfucker. This what we need to do. We need to replace CYP with that weird ass nigga Player Price. Get that nigga out of here and let's get CYP back on this motherfucker. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Let's keep doing your motherfucking thing, man. And y'all already know what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you again. Help is on the way. Shout out to the squad.
Squad up. Discord available. X Space is available. Walk him down $2. Didn't Bud give up his belts not to fight Boots? I mean, context. He gave up his belts to move up. You know? We got Mills Lane. What? Mills Lane.
Yo.
What up?
It's my first time on the Twitter space and shit.
Salute.
But I fuck with y'all over there, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with y'all niggas since them wilder days and all that. I don't call all the time, but I listen. But I want to talk about this shit.
Uh-oh. You there?
Yeah. I got a call. But I think you got this money shit fucked up. Like what niggas is getting versus their value, right? Because before Devin got the DAZN deal, DAZN wasn't doing this shit until they realized they got to compete with Zuffa. Then they started doing that. Remember, nigga, Bill and Devin was locked out. They ain't had no promoter. They couldn't really make a deal. They couldn't send an offer to nobody. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have no deal with no network. But now that Zuffa is a problem, the zone had to put up money. All right, we got to compete. We can't let everybody go sign over there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where Devin got his, whatever he got, maybe 12 million, whatever the fuck a fight. But that's not his value. You know what I'm saying? Before that, you remember Eddie Hearn coming out like, nah, we can't pay him. We can't give him 4 million, whatever the fuck he want. We can't pay him. Nobody could.
Yeah, but that's
he couldn't
Eddie.
go to Top Rank and get a.
That's Eddie.
Yeah. That's a couple
that's
of
one
them. He
promoter.
was locked out. Yo, bro, his last fight was Brian Norman. That was turkey, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That was turkey. Nobody else was giving him that bread, bro, that he want. So is that nigga, Devin is not worth 12 million a fight, nigga. You can't put on a Devin fight and make that back plus more. You can't do it.
But
they gotta compete with Zuffa.
But the issue with what you saying is that people been saying that, right? So you're not the first person. But it was proven that y'all wrong because he's getting it. And I know that you're packaging
wrong about what, though?
About him not being worth it. And I get that you're packaging it as they had to compete. And that is absolutely right. But that still doesn't matter. They're not gonna, it's a business, right? So they're not gonna inflate so that they can lose. right? So if Devin
Nah,
isn't
they need to inflate so they could grab the customers. Once they
no,
grab you, now you locked on for months.
no, but champ, remember,
15 million, easy to get back.
you are assuming that they are projecting, okay? Estimating, guessing how much subscribers Devin would bring. That don't even make sense, bro. We're talking about a $10 million, $12 million one fight. So he's got multiple fights.
They just gave Conor Ben fucking 15 million, right?
Yeah, that's what. But you're
Right?
misunderstanding. You're
They giving
misunderstanding.
out a
No, champ.
fucking bag.
No. You're not listening.
Okay.
You're not listening. You're misunderstanding. When I said, I'm telling you, the money he's getting is because you can't give it to Murataya. Murataya's not worth 12 million. To DAZN,
Yeah,
to
okay.
DAZN,
I get what you're saying.
to DAZN, to DAZN and Zuffa, who offered him the same thing Shakur got, right? He's worth it. Like I explained a few shows ago.
Okay.
The welterweight division right now, think about it. Think about where the welterweight division is headed. You got Teo there, Rolly there, Ryan there, Connor there, Shakur kind of there, Devin there, Brian Norman there, Tiger there, Rohan there. Like, it's...
Keyshawn there, Africa there.
Exactly. It's becoming the division.
You know how much Africa getting?
No, but he's making money. He got the Zuffa deal.
Yeah, so Keyshawn to make more going to Zuffa. And if he fought Devin and beat him, he'd have been...
Yeah, but brother, you talking like...
You know what I'm saying?
But you talking fantasy boxing. Keyshawn can't go to Zuffa.
How the fuck is that fight? He's bigger than Africa.
Champ, I'm trying to talk to you.
He can go to Zuffa if he fight off his two fights. He got 2 fights left.
Now you talking.
Yeah, he got 2 fights left.
So now, hold on. Let me just educate the audience listening, because you confusing them by skipping over a lot of context. We talking 2028 now. They don't got to give him another fight till May
Possibly.
No. They don't got to give him another fight till May of 2027.
They don't have to.
And then he got another fight that he owes. So, okay. So we talking 2028.
But we don't know. We don't know that. He just fought twice this year. We don't know that.
What don't we know?
We don't know how long it's going to take.
So you think it was coincidental that it was released that Top Rank doesn't have to give him a fight till May 27th? You think that was accidental?
No. Who's to say they're going to do that?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Hold on. Their cash cow over there, ain't he?
Champ, you think it was accidental that we found out that he's never made over $1 million? You think that was a coincidence?
Those numbers been out though.
No, they weren't. People,
I've been telling niggas.
No, they weren't. People
yes, they was.
Champ.
Yes, they was.
Champ. People were under the impression.
I remember arguing that, and I told somebody that he made 1.2 with
so
with
that makes
Jermaine Ortiz.
So that makes you wrong, right? Are you admitting that makes you wrong?
In what way?
Because the truth is he never made over $1 million. And if you let me get a word off, people were saying he made 1.5 for Jermaine. So if you listen, pump the fucking brakes with your extra Keyshawn love and realize he made some mistakes.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck you talking about right now.
Oh, what did you miss?
If he,
I like the conversation.
You just jumped around, and you just jumped around though, and I don't know where you was going now. Like I don't even know where you at.
In what way? Shit. Well, I'm shocked. I'm like,
that's the thing. I can't even describe a way, because where was you going from the other shit you said? Like, you think it's a coincidence, this, and then you jumped onto this. How much he made?
Yeah,
what are you saying
letting you know. I'm letting you know that this is internal. This is Bob Arum. This is Top Rank putting out the information to show you that he is crazy. He never made over $1 million. So the lie about 1.2 and 1.5, that's a lie. He never made over $1 million. Okay? They told you the truth. We offered him $3 million guaranteed. They're putting they're putting this information out. I'm repeating all this to you to make it go through your head that yes, in fact, they probably are gonna make him wait till May 2027. They're not releasing all this information for no reason.
That's the reason they said that, because they're gonna make him wait.
Well, they're painting him as the bad guy, right?
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you painting him. Exactly. You painting him as the bad guy who didn't take the $3 million, never made over $1 million, lies about making over $1 million.
He didn't tell that. That's on Google, nigga. He didn't tell that. But Ness.
Okay, well,
you think
didn't he lie about what was going to happen?
With what?
About the purse bid. I know what's going to happen. I'm talking to the people with the money.
Yeah,
So, okay.
I don't
let's
move
know
on. What the fuck, nigga? He could have thought somebody else.
Let's move on to your question. Yes, I think they're going to shelf him. You forgot that they shelved Andy Ruiz? You forgot that they shelved Mikey Garcia?
Andy Ruiz? Andy Ruiz ain't really had no... How did he fucked up with them?
I'm not about to give you a history lesson. I thought you knew the boxing.
I know that part.
I gave you 2 instances where Top Rank benched 2 big names.
But look,
don't forget Andre Ward was benched by Goosen. This is what promoters do, bro.
Okay.
Don't forget Virgil Ortiz is literally benched right now. No, because you got bad memory. You got bad memory and you defending Keyshawn without knowing boxing. Virgil Ortiz didn't he just get benched?
Logic in on why
I'm giving you real logic. Didn't Virgil Ortiz get benched by his promoter?
Okay. He could get benched.
And why did he get benched though? But why did he get benched? For fucking up a fight, right? Right? Didn't he get benched? Didn't he get benched for asking for a ridiculous amount of money? When the lawsuit came out, wasn't it $12.5 million? Isn't Keyshawn about to get benched for asking for a ridiculous amount of money? Listen to Bob Arum right here. He says, listen to this. And I quote, listen, I'm an old man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he is thinking. I don't have a goddamn idea. We went out there and tried to make this fight for him because he shot his mouth off. And this was the fight that he wanted. And when we made the fight, he doesn't want it. I'm totally perplexed. End quote. No, that don't sound like somebody that's about to bench your ass. That don't sound like somebody that's already frustrated that you fucked up a Texas show.
We don't know.
Excuse me, let me finish my sentence for my audience could get educated because you don't want education.
You put out a point. I couldn't jump in right there.
I'm just saying. You seeming to forget that he fucked up in Texas and smoked weed and got that fight overturned and messed up the Golden Boy, or should I say silver medal image. Then he fucked up and missed weight. Then he fucked up and missed weight. Then he fucked up and lost his belt. Then he fucked up and jumped somebody, right? Then he fucked up. Then he fucked up and then he fucked up. Then he fucked up and wasn't able to main event, so he did less tickets. So there's grounds, bro. There's grounds for them to be like, you know what? Let's give this dude a reality check for a little bit.
Let's bench him, because the only reason I could see they would bench him is because they don't want him to run away. You know what I'm saying? They was thirsty to get that Devin fight because they believe he could beat him, and then they'll.
But what you mean run away?
Contract, right?
What you mean they don't want him to run away?
Because Azulfa, niggas is giving out bags. He could go create his own DP3 promotion, sign his brothers, and jump on the zone with himself. Like,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something
that's the only reason I see them benching him for, because they want to keep him.
Let me tell you something.
And let the Zuffa bags expire. Like,
let me tell you something that you almost probably just said. Maybe subconsciously, maybe you do know, but it almost sounds like you said it. Had he took the fight and won, he wasn't going to no fucking Zuffa. Just like T.O.
Exactly.
already told you, if I would have took the Brian Norman fight, it would have extended my top-ranked contract, and I want out.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I said
but
in
I
my
gotta
super
go.
chat.
I gotta. Where? I ain't get to it yet. My bad.
Yeah, nah, you got to it. You got to it.
Oh,
I
shit.
just called after because you just called me a Keyshawn fan. I'm like, all right, let me explain this shit, bro.
I mean, but you do sound like a Keyshawn fan. We just spent 30 minutes. You
I
defended.
am a Keyshawn fan.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
You
I was
defending this
defending.
shit.
Nah, hold on. What I really came to do was fix your perception on the value versus what they've given out.
You haven't done that yet, so
throw-
you just earned more time.
Nah.
No,
Don't do that.
No,
Don't
you
even
listen.
do that.
No, listen to what I'm
Don't even
saying.
do that.
You're not listening again. I said you haven't done that yet, so you earned more time to convince me of his motherfucking value. How the fuck is he worth $5 million net?
No. I wasn't saying I'm convincing you of his value. I call to fix your perception of what the value is versus what's just being given out. Like I used with
what
an
do you
example
mean by
as
that?
Devin. Hold on. Like Devin, I'm gonna say it again. Devin is going to get $12 million a fight. Let's just say that's the number, right? Let's say that. He's not worth that though. He's not worth that though.
How you not
can't
worth
throw
what
on
you
hold
able
on.
to
I'm
get
telling
more
you.
than once?
No, that's one thing to negotiate what it is. But what you're worth is different.
Champ, but no,
What
you're not getting
different.
it.
You can't make
Mills.
Hold on, Ness.
Yeah, but you want me to hold on, but you're giving out false information. You're not getting the logic. This is
well. Let me finish, bro. I'll be letting you finish, bro.
I can't deal with the insanity. You can't keep saying
See,
somebody
you
don't
call it
fuck. I gotta go. You don't even want to talk. I'm trying so hard with this motherfucker. He don't want to even let me talk to teach him. How the fuck you gonna keep idiotically saying he ain't worth it when he got it for the fucking Ramirez fight? Then he got it for the goddamn Norman fight. And now he got a fucking bigger deal. That's 3 fucking times, motherfucker. Lightning don't strike 3 times in the same spot. You saying stupid shit, and you want me to let you keep saying stupid shit. I'm trying to cut you off to teach you. Lightning don't strike 3 fucking times. You can't say a nigga ain't fucking worth that shit if they paying him time and time again. You sound stupid, bro.
Let me
I can't let you. I can't. I tried. We tried to have the conversation with you. Now you listened because you shut the fuck up and you listened forcefully. But you should have just listened in the beginning. How the fuck you gonna tell me I'm not worth $10 and I got it 3 times? 3 times consecutively. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? This ain't like you could call in here and be like, well, he got $5 million with Ramirez, then he ain't get that shit again No! 3 fucking times, bro. Like, what are we talking about? You wasting time, wasting everybody's fucking time because of your fucking love fest for Keyshawn. Just like the other nigga was Pakistani, bro. This shit is mad wild. It's weird. You dudes got these love obsessions. You talking about, I'm trying to give you logic. I'm trying to show you the value. Where is the value? The man asked for $5 million net. That's why I said to the last caller, both fucking dumb Rogers. Do you know the difference between net and gross? Net. That motherfucker wanted $5 million after expenses, deductions, and taxes. Are you fucking insane? Defending that? Y'all not fucking intelligent. You can't defend that. You never gonna have a fucking business in your life. You can't defend that. You're gonna be working for somebody your whole life because you're not smart enough to distinguish the difference in this situation right here. Stock, what up?
Yer, what's good?
What up?
Ness, what up? What's good? What's poppin'?
Chilling.
Yo, man, listen, man. Yo, bro, you arguing with the wall right now. These dudes are delusional, bro. They're delusional, bro. How they gonna tell him? How they gonna try to say that Dev ain't worth what he's worth when you got the zone giving him the bread, and on top of that, Why does it matter?
Without a promoter, you're not worth it, but we're going to break the tradition. We're going to break the tradition of doing deals with promoters, and we're going to do a deal directly with you. You're not worth it. FYI, plus the last 2 paychecks that you got that show you worth it, that don't matter. You're still not worth it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But look, man, real quick, let me read something. Let me read something for the people, bro. Straight from Bob Arum mouth. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody, bro. This is the dude. This is his promoter. This is Keyshawn Davis's promoter. So let me read this for a second. Give me 1 second. All right. Listen, I'm an old man. I don't know what the thinking is. I don't have any goddamn idea, said 94-year-old Aram, told Fight Freaks Unite this week. We went out and tried to make this fight for him because he shot his mouth off that this was the fight he wanted. And when we made the fight, he didn't want it. Aram described himself as being totally perplexed. Aram said Top Rank offered Davis, the former WBO lightweight title holder, $3 million for the fight, and that his biggest purse to date had been slightly above $1 million. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I don't know what we going back and forth about, bro. His fucking promoter is saying he fucking ducked and wasted his fucking time. And he probably is gonna get shelved. Like, I don't know why the fuck y'all dragging this shit like Keyshawn is really like this big ass star, bro. Y'all need to stop. He been clout chasing Dev endlessly for the last couple of months. If you take out Dev from the equation, who the fuck is Keyshawn for real? Y'all want to ignore that?
Andy
Who the
Cruz.
fuck is Keyshawn? Who's Keyshawn? Yo, bro, his entire career is based off clout chasing. But let these idiots tell you otherwise, man. All right, Ness, I'm out.
Before this, it was Andy. Y'all forget. And and whenever it wasn't Andy, it was the Shakur thing. That's been his identity in boxing. Soon as he came in, it was all the kid that was, you seen what Snoop and Kevin Hart did. You couldn't escape that. They put that label on him. Then he gets out of that label, starts beating up people, but then Andy defects and makes it to America and puts the Sun label on him. And the haters ran with it because Keyshawn is vocal. So they gave him shit about Andy. And obviously that didn't really change until the whole Devin thing. Oh, the movie's called Better Off Dead. Is that what you're saying, Mac and Cheese, for the $2 thing? I'm gonna have to Google that. Yeah, but I can't understand that logic, bro. I tried so hard with that dude not to get upset. How you not worth what you getting on your 3rd time already? It's your 3rd time getting it. How the hell am I not worth it? Shit weird. The networks that put on fights paying you directly. That's clear indication that you're worth it. But he said no. That's only happening because they gotta compete. And that's true. But they still are choosing him. They could choose Murataya and lose money. I mean, I don't get it, bro. You guys are that hatred they don't let y'all think clearly, bro. It's blocking the receptors, man. Better Off Dead is the name of the movie. I want my $2. Jab IQ. Salute Mac and Cheese. Mac and Cheese. Jab IQ.
Yo.
What up?
If you ask me, biggest duck in modern history, yes. I don't know why we saying Canelo didn't do all this talk and all these antics that he did. Like the shit went to purse bid. Like I don't even know what to say. I don't know why I don't even know as boxing fans why we even supporting this shit. Like we got when it was Canelo turn, we gave Canelo hell, and if we didn't, of course it was man fans who gonna love that. But it's just like, goddamn, at some point, can we just call it what it is? Like, why are we trying to dress this up or make it look good? Like he just fucking ducked. We using it was for business, and man, he ducked. The end. You got the fight you wanted. Bob Arum is how old? 94? And that motherfucker said he's perplexed. Pretty sure he ain't seen nothing like that. So I'm supporting goddamn Tim Bradley. And I mean, when y'all support this bullshit, this enables them to continue doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying as people or as fans, we could completely change everything. But all I'm saying is, if we can just goddamn call these motherfuckers what it is, not know, oh, he was looking for this, he was looking for that. Like, shit, man, I fuck with Keyshawn. Like I've been saying, I ain't fucking with him. He fucked me up, but I was a fan. But he ducked. I'm a fan of his. I repeat, I'm a fan. I like Keyshawn, but he ducked. He's scared of Devin. That's the only way I can put it. I don't know any other. Ness, tell me another situation where somebody talked so much, like they talked so much shit. They had everything to say, just not to even fight. Then it goes to purse bid, and you don't take it. Like when does that happen? On top of talking so much shit, can you tell me one time, Ness?
Nah, I don't know when this has happened.
That's all. That's my call, bro. Salute to the panel. Hey, Ness, keep your foot on their neck. Keep preaching the real, bro. Cause it's a lot of fake shit out here. But keep goddamn bringing up the real. This is what it need to be about. Keyshawn, I hope you listening. I'ma say it again. Go ahead and hit the earth. Boy, you a bitch, boy. The same way you called Devin and everybody else a bitch. Yeah, you the bitch now. That's my call. I holler this.
All right. Appreciate you. Discord available. X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. We are talking Zuffa this weekend, Saturday, plus Keyshawn Davis. Is this the biggest duck in boxing history? Tim Bradley believes so and gave us this great topic to debate. Shout out to Mills Lane that brought some debate action to the topic for, defending Keyshawn's actions. We always need the other side of the coin, the flip side. But the phone lines are open if you're looking to call in. Now is the time. Tyshawn, what up? Tyshawn, going once, 2 times. Super chats. Let's see what we got. We got to check that poll too. We got Walk 'em Down. Didn't but we read that. Black Wolf, Counterpunch, Player Price. Price ain't on the line. Prayers the Price. I think he going through something with the fam. Or just went through something. Counterpunch Finesse, laugh out loud. $5 juice so sick. K Nash Kelly, welcome to the prospect level. VLM, Viva. Nope, I thought that stands for Viva Mexico. VLM 919. $5 super chat. To net $5 million, Key's team likely needed to move the fight to Saudi on a seller card. Tough to clear $5 million with a U.S. fight. Oh, yeah. But if Turkey would have wanted it, I could see it getting that as I don't get it. Like, why wasn't this fight on the undercard of Ryan Connor? I'm sorry. Like, why is Jail Patai getting that and not Devin and Keyshawn to build up the winners? Right? Like, in a perfect world, just because of the history, Ryan wins, Devin wins. In a perfect world, they both knock out Connor and Keyshawn, and we're fucking like going crazy for that fight. And that's why it would be on the undercard. Fuck a co-main. Oh, you're a co-main. I don't give a fuck about that. What I care more about is watching both fighters fight on the same night and hoping that they coming back the next time on the same night versus each other. J.O. Patai and motherfucking Noel Miller, I don't know how to pronounce your name. That ain't fucking, that shit, I mean, I get it. They trying to give J.O. Patai the exposure to become more of a household name, but, you know, they could have took that time to build upon storyline that's already there. You know, that's why the Tank and Ryan fight was so big, because they had long-lasting back and forth. People wanted that, and they obviously got two big-ass fan bases. You seen Tank just did a collaboration with DJ Khaled and that shoe dude? I know y'all seen it. That shit was a whole skit. DJ Khaled buying some fucking Air Force Ones that I don't even know what's the hoopla with these Air Force Ones. Anybody that know why he acting up with these? Like, they don't look no different than any Air Force Ones I've been seeing for the last 40 motherfucking years. They red leather. I see that they got a Michelin sole though, some sort of tire sole with the lines that a brand new tire would come with. But man, who the fuck is seeing that shit? That's why I never understood the red bottom shit, bro. Like, that shit is on the bottom of the floor. People literally turning up their feet just so you see is red, so they could get credit that they got red bottoms on. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. Stupid shit. But yeah, Tank came out in that video. Excuse me. Bad podcast etiquette. I shouldn't have coughed. He came out in that, and he's like, we got a problem. He don't even know how to act. I ain't gonna front. He ain't had no energy there. He should have had more energy, right? I should play. Where that clip at? Who sent me the clip? I don't even know if I got the clip, because you know I forgot who sent it to me. But if you seen it, you know what I'm saying. He ain't had no energy, yo, to be doing something like that. Like, have a little bit of energy, bruh. He like, we got a problem. And then, Khaled is acting more like, Tank, nah, I'm just saying, I was saying that we want to. Like, Khaled's going over and above. He trying to get a role in a real movie, while Tank whispering and shit. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you,